Alright, hello and welcome. Let's get going. Oh, let's hopefully get a good pipe within the first 10 minutes. That'll be good. Probably don't have too much time to play today, but you never know. I only need a 10-minute stream to get 6-156 after a 50-hour grind on that, so could luck out on this as well. Hey, Galimba. Congrats on 1-Castle 73. Another awesome run to add to the collection. And yeah, you're right, like your top 10 does extend down to 8-4. I assume that 9-5 was your number 10 now, but I forgot I dropped 6-2 the other week because Rad Slide kinda makes it a bit easier. Like, it kinda made 34 look a lot more possible. So I think I downgraded that to 97 tier. Yeah, this could be a decent start. Oh, and I didn't get off the slide. Nice. Let's just play it out. I'm really consistent at this section now. I mean, I haven't played this level in about 3 days, but oh, I say that and then I choke. Lol. But I was getting very consistent at this top section. I only had 3 or 4 paces, but like 2 of them like got the boost. So if I get like 20 paces today, which I've done on quite a lot of days, then I should hopefully give myself a few more 10 pipes. Oh my days, that was almost. I mean, I've been busy the last few days, so I had to put this on the back burner a bit. Or almost. But yeah, I've got a better setup for it now. But it's still not perfect. It still requires a lot of effort. And this will be a worthy top 8, I think. And so it's debatable whether it goes top 7. But I think 2-3 is probably slightly better. It's hard to tell until I go for it. But no, I don't need any top 10s myself to know that this is definitely a top 10 grind. So I can't wait for it to be over, and then I don't know, 9-2 maybe next. I'll probably just do some smaller levels. I might finally knuckle down and do 8-Castle. Get my sob down. You're gonna take a rest from the game for a bit? You've had a lot of runs recently. Or maybe just improve some of your weaker times, or you're gonna keep hunting for some top 10s? Yeah, I told him about it. He's been improving his times page. Don't know if you've seen, but he's dropped to 1-146. He's been doing he said about 10 minutes on each level. So his times have dropped by about 10 seconds on each level. He wasn't able to quite beat his 2-336, but I think he tied it, which is a pretty good time. So I think that was his strongest time from back in 2020. Yeah, like it's 30. Actually, I think it's 36. Was it 2020 or 2021? All I know is that it was only like a second off record when he got it. It was crazy. Yeah, no speed. But no, I think, yeah, he was definitely blown away when I told him about it. Oh yeah, you said you're doing 9-3, my bad, I forgot already. Where do you reckon that'll go? Like, I currently have it projected 100 tier, but if you got a new strat, and Rad's, I'm not gonna lie, Rad's 54 looked really quite dodgy. Like, Rad has a certain skill of making these times look a bit more scruffy than they actually are. Like, he's been able to get quite a few of these times, like 6-2 and 9-3, on runs which don't look as clean, but just because he's able to get so much speed out of it. So I think we were right to drop it below 6-6. I think it's in the 96 tier is the correct tier for 9-354. I can say quite confidently, which is funny because it means it's dropped 2 tiers in the same span. Because it used to be ranked right behind 9-5, which is now 2 whole tiers above it. So that's interesting. I reckon 9-353 is at least 99 tier. And so you said potentially even 52, so I don't know. I'm a bit nervous what that means. It could mean that we have to drop the, 52 is possible. Then it could mean we drop 9-3 back to 95 tier or something. Problem is, it looks dodgy, but it doesn't. It's not necessarily like. It's just the start which looks dodgy, and it's not like faster necessarily. Anyway, here you go. Is that less than 10 minutes? First pace. Oh dear, bad. 155. First one since. When did I touch it last? Sunday? I only did about 20 minutes on Sunday though. Didn't play any yesterday. And I was busy Saturday as well, so yeah, probably it was what did he even do Friday? No, I think I did a bit Friday. That's when I last played it. But properly anyway. But yeah, there you go. Another piece to add to the list. Yeah, like the 53, the way that would happen, I don't think you can necessarily keep speed, but that big roller which you guys roll in to jump off of in order to make that gap into like the last section, if you can do that without doing that re-roll, it saves you a bit of time. Like you can do that whole section with like losing a bit less speed. And I think it's possible to even avoid a bonk, so I wouldn't be surprised if you can do that section a whole second faster, actually. Yeah, it is. He's almost like he misses your edge crouch and then he somehow takes a really big detour but still gets a 370. Yeah, it was a bit weird. I was very surprised that was a 370. Interesting. And I got the boost. What is this run then? Almost a 10 pipe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can get 10 pipes off 85s now. But I keep whiffing that ending. I just need to make sure I don't screw it up on a 10 pipe like I've done once before. Because I did have a guaranteed 34 which I threw the ending on Thursday. So I want to preferably avoid that again. That was a really weird up section though. So I jumped way too early, but I somehow managed to just about make it. And then I got the boost, and the boost kind of carries the run. It's the most important boost of the run, that. It makes or breaks 34. But like sometimes, like it's hard still because you don't know how much speed you get off it. Sometimes you get too much speed and you have to like know, and then you have to like overshoot the down section once you get back down from the top bit. Oh my gosh. Right, let's get another 86 pipe, please. Have you duped 54 yet? Yeah, it does look like when you're beginning, so you missed the edge crouch. That's what I thought. But I would have thought if you miss the edge crouch, it means you don't get a 370. Like that would have made sense to me, but apparently his run was still good enough to get it. That's why I don't get, like, I don't know how my run's like a very high 55, because I thought my ending was just as clean as yours and Rad's, and it's definitely not a whole second down. So I thought that was quite confusing. Maybe enough pace. It's gonna be a slow one though. No. It's just practice this though. Not quite. No, he didn't, did he? You saying it was almost 371? I'll have to look at that. That makes no sense at all. How he's almost a second up within a beginning that scruffy. I'll have to look into that. Maybe it's like something he does at the beginning, because like that timing section at the beginning, because you're on the roller for a bit, I can imagine losing like half a second there if you don't do it optimally. Something we don't really clock though. So maybe he does something subtle, but yeah, I'm surprised. It's crazy how like you guys are caking that though, because LM used like really struggled on that. Yeah, mid makes more sense, but even then I thought it would be low. I'm surprised it was even a mid. Tried to overcompensate for that one. Surprised it wasn't a 486 pipe. Felt better than a lot of my 486 pipes, but apparently wasn't good enough. I'm just looking forward to doing a level which isn't like divided into two like really tricky sections where you like need mid paces. Because the last 3 levels I've done have all had that. 6-1 had the choke point after CP. 10-5 arguably had, you know, that CP as well. The checkpoint. So it'd be nice to actually do a level where I don't have to worry about paces. I could just do the whole level as is. Which is why I might not immediately jump onto 9-2, because that is another one which is going to rely on farming 373 boxes to try to get 52. But it's a bit more consistent at least. In my opinion anyway. Once you know the camera minute, but I'd have to learn it again. But yeah, on my 54 I was able to get a 56, a 55 and a 54 within like an hour of each other. Which is really good progress, and then of course LM's got the 53, but 1-1, yeah, it will be. That'll be a nice grind. I'm looking forward to that. Even if it doesn't get anywhere. So it's just a nice level to run. Be nice to like tie the 37 again, see if it still holds up. Because even so it's a 4-way tie, we've kept it at 96 tier. And we've dropped a lot of stuff since. So I am tempted to like maybe drop it to 95 tier. Which would make sense. Because then, yeah, it actually would make sense to drop it to 95 tier. Because currently we have the top 1 progression being, you know, 1-246 in 94, 5-740 at 95 as the first 95 tier, and then almost immediately after we have, you know, 96 tier 1-1. But then I guess we have 96 tier on 7-7, which is not too far after as well. So it still kind of makes sense, but it's quite a big jump between 1-2 and 1-1. And I guess for a long time, we literally glazed 1-137 as like a clear top 1, like way better than anything else. I don't know. I personally found 1-246 harder, and I didn't set it too many weeks beforehand. But yeah. You've already duped to 31 on there. That's pretty good going. I wonder what other levels would be fun, like which you haven't picked up yet. See if you can get a 4-450 or something. I might go back on 4-1 soon. I don't know. But again, like, would it be worth it? Unless I'm going for an untied. Hey Jordan, welcome to the stream. Galumba's published his 73 now. I'm not gonna lie, like, yeah, I was a bit underwhelmed by the pace you had on that 73, because as you said, you are getting such better paces. Like, you almost got, like, mid 477 boxes at one point. So I was surprised that you got it on, like, a mid-high 476. I mean, the run was completely cooked, but you're absolutely right. I think 98 tier is the correct tier, because you definitely had better runs than that. And I looked at your other pace, and it was crazy. It's a shame you threw at the end. Because, like, you shouldn't really need a backup mushroom. Like, you should be able to clutch that out. That boss fight isn't that hard. I mean, yeah, I've missed it a few times. Like, that fight, final ball bounce. So, like, I know it can be a bit troll, but if you, like, give yourself enough time for it, you should be able to get that even without needing to damage boost. Of course, damage boosting just makes it free, so that's why we do it. Jeez, Jordan becoming a professional rater after getting a 72 rated time in 1-146. I wonder, I think 1-146 and 2-336 is similarly rated, to be honest. I'd say they're your two best times. At the moment. Oh dear, this is bad. I've only had the one pace so far. Rip. I might need to do Yandemara in the next few minutes and take a quick dinner break and then leave the stream on for the bants. I mean, I'm getting the boost so consistent now because I know exactly how to do it. Damn, that was like, what, a 84 pipe and I almost got a 9 pipe out of it. And the game's crashed. Nice. Let's reset. Yeah. So yeah, 98 tier puts it top 14, which I think is fair. And of course, it'll be dropped to top 15 once I get this today, hopefully. Or this week, if that. As long as I get it before March, I mean, I'm getting one a month at this rate. But if my one a month is like top 5 times for me, then I guess it's worth it. It would be nice to get some like more runs in the middle. Like I had 9-355 in the last month, but in hindsight I should have gone for 54 because it's pretty free. And like what 55 took me in 3 hours, so like I could have probably kept pushing, but I just want untied at this point. Trying to legacy farm. I didn't even know you could damage boost off that guy. Interesting. At one point when I did the dock, I'm gonna have to count up all the times I've bopped LM. I would bet that I've bopped him about 50 times now. Maybe more. Or at least 40, I would hope. That kind of works. Have you got a brother who can do the touchscreen for you? I mean, I can always send you the mod, but like, I don't know if it's like you can get it to work on the Wii U unless you like mod it. Because the mod makes the level a lot more fun to play. Cue the funk music. Thanks, Alex. Indeed, I have been using a lot of funk lately, but for this one, I think Galumba's seen the edit. It's actually not funk once I get this time. But I probably will be back to it soon. That's a pice, kinda. Bit of a weird entry, but we take it. Has Alex joined at the perfect time? No, he hasn't, unfortunately, because I missed the boost. Still a decent. No, I would say no. I was about to say a decent one. It's barely 35. He's not even 35. There you go. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you're like in the golden period of like starting this category, like where like every time you do a run, it's gonna probably PB. Like if you finish a level, like it should PB at this point, which is the best time. Like the most fun I've ever had on this game was 2019. Like just completely discovering the strats myself. 2019 and 2020 was a vibe. Every month I'll just go back to a level and beat the time. And then I'll say it's maxed, and then I'll go back a week later and then beat it by another second. That was so fun. Whereas now it's just a bit like, yeah, spend a month on 10-1. Because I've got nothing better to do. Oh, I need to update the pace counter as well. I'm on 156. Yeah, just get Champions Roads up 200, easy. Let's just write this in. 156. Because I did get another pace. Yeah, it's an annoying one. I know that Galumba's never going to sweep my times page because he won't beat my Champions Road. Don't quote me on it. He'll probably beat it next year, but like it will be one of the last times he beats. I think I still have the technical levels over him, but at this point, like his times page kind of like eats mine alive. Pretty sure his top 9 is my top 2, which is why I need to demote 9-5 to my top 3 by the end of this week. Haha. Someone managed to see the link. How have you managed to find that? Always Galumba told you it's a new font. Wait, what? Have you seen the edit? Is it on? Well, have I added it somewhere? Have I added it to my playlist? Oh. Either that's the most insane guess ever, or you somehow managed to locate the unlisted video. In which case, I don't really care. It's not like I'm hiding that edit like I am with my 3-3 one, which I've got private. So even if you could find it, you can see it, lol. Your goal is 200. Yeah. Like, you should, no. You're good enough for 150, even at your current skill level. I know you're not the strongest on levels like 6-6 and stuff, but like, it doesn't matter. Like, 150 isn't that bad for somebody of your skill. Like, you got, what, 5 seconds to bleed on my run? And I know it's Champions Road, but like, come on. Oh, yeah. It gives it away, doesn't it? Well, great spot, Alex. Yeah, I forgot you wouldn't have been in the stream when I changed it, yeah. Well, yeah, the reason why the font is new at the top is, as you deduced, is the font I'm going to be using in my edits from now on. And my edit is themed on that. But you'll have to wait and find out. I've only been sitting on it for 2 weeks at this point. Oh my days. I always do the most brain dead things like, oh my god, how has this person worked this out? And then I just have like it obviously displayed. I remember when I literally blurted out on stream I have 3-354. Just for no reason. When I was trying to like I was literally hoarding it for like 3 months at that point, and I was like, oh my god, I've just revealed it. I just had to own it. And at this point it's just like, yeah, I don't care, like you all know I've got it, but I'm not releasing, like that video is too good to release until I finish out what I want to actually get done on this game. Like, I don't care if I get like 100 better runs than 3-3, that will be the final run I do. Because it's the big edit. I might need to actually slightly change the edit though, because it's been so long that I think some of the files for it have deleted. So if I edit it again, I'm gonna have to re-download some files, which is fun. Oh my god, I literally used to get that jump like more than 50% of the time. Now it's literally becoming my big choke point now for no reason. Actually so annoying. Like, I'm getting this quite consistently now. Like, all of these are technically... Okay, apart from that. All of that is technically pace. Like, it's technically pace. I'm not gonna lie, at this point, I probably can get a 34 with an 85 pipe. But if I do, I'm telling you here, I'm probably gonna quit the game because that'll be the most disgusting thing. I'm not spending a whole month on a grind just to get, like, a run which doesn't have a... Like, if this 34's... I will just not publish it. I will literally splice on a better beginning and then publish that. I'm refusing to upload a run which completes on an 85 pipe. Like, I've got 155 paces. Like, come on. One of them should be the 34. Like, you don't understand how much it used to trigger me that 3-356. I did my 55. No, my 55 had a 489 door. But yeah, my 57 and my 56 on 3-3 had a 488 door when I had 489. I wasn't as bad on my 57 because only a couple of times that I got a 489 door. But by the time I was going for 56, I was getting 489 door like 80% of the runs. And then when I got the 56, it had a 488 door. And I was so annoyed. Like, I just didn't want to... I actually literally didn't want to upload it. And the ending was so scuffed. Like, the 56 is one of my most hated runs. It would be, but I'm splicing it. Like, I don't care. It would... I have actually got a 470 pipe of a 85 pipe. And I think it would have been maybe good enough for pace. Anyway, you don't have to worry about that because this is the run. Oh my, that was so close to the boost. I'll just play it out. I'm not going to get the speed, so I may as well do this. I don't even know how to do the normal ending. That was fun. 157. Let's at least overtake Galoomba's total pace count on 2-4 today. But yeah, paces on this level are a lot harder. Just because I literally think the rat bounce on 2-4 saves at least. Even if it doesn't save time, it just makes it so much more consistent in that section. To keep speed. The thing is though, you do need to avoid boxes. Like, I'm not gonna like lie, I wouldn't be able to get as many paces as Galoomba did. I'll be through in a minute. But I think I'll definitely be able to get more than I have on this level. But of course the challenge comes on actually getting this upstairs bit to work. Which I think is definitely needed for this level. Oh my days, I missed it again. I actually ran out of time, I didn't think that was possible. Wow, look at that. Oh, and I threw it away. I threw it away. Yeah, disgusting run. That was like high 486 pace. Which is crazy. Like, all my best paces on this level have been from literally 3 weeks ago. I was actually getting almost close to... I'm not even lying. I felt I was getting close to 487 at one point. And then since then, all my 486s have just been rubbish. But at one point, I was like getting really solid paces. Like, if only... Oh my god, just imagine I got the upstairs I did. Okay, here's another pace. Nice. I'm actually getting them quite consistently now. But imagine I got the upstairs I did on my... Okay, let's just focus. Oh my... I literally am missing that by so little. That's so unlucky. But oh my god, if this on my third 10 pipe, because I've only ever got 3 so far, compared to like the 60 odd I got in 2-4, because it's a much easier level long. But on my third one, I got it off a 485 pipe. So just imagine I got my best start from like 3 weeks ago, which was almost like 0.7 up on that. Bro, I would have almost been on a 471 pipe, and I could have literally banked the ending. And probably still got like a mid-high 34. That would have been the dream. I think 10-133, because it's probably actually possible, is probably I would say the clear top one theoretical time. Like it would eclipse even 5-780, like 38. Which, to be honest, might not even be theoretical for much longer. I reckon Luigi Master gets it in 10 hours when he comes back. It'll be like the first run he goes for, and I reckon he gets it. He's already like... I don't know if he's done it secretly in the background, by the way. Because he dropped 5-7 to 9th or 8th or something, which was already crazy to drop it that low. Which, I mean, he always does this. Like, he overreacts. Like, he will say something's top 1 for like a year, and then we say, no, it's actually top 3, prove it, and then he'll drop it to like top 15 or something just to like out of spite. But he then dropped it from top 9 to like top 12 on his list. Like, if you check right now, Gloomba, I'm pretty sure he's got it at like 12th or 13th, which is crazy because it's definitely a top 6 time. Like, I think we can all agree. And he took 64 hours on it, so for him to put it, what? Like, as low as he has, unless he's found something. But the only reason why I think he can explain that is if he's duping it and getting close to 38. Either that or he's just butter. Wouldn't put it past him. No, he's put it 12th. Like, I'm not even saying... He's not even got it 9th. He's put it 12th at the moment. You go check. I think he's got it below 8-6. I think he's retroactively, like, put it as, like, a top 5 one set. Not even, like... He's put it behind, like, 20, 23 times. I'm not even joking. I think he's got it behind 6-7. I don't... I think he's got it in 12. You can go check. I'm going to go grab dinner in a sec, so... You know, I'm going to leave you at Crown 69. Alright. We'll see how many lives I lose. I will be back in 10 minutes. And then Galuba can tell me where he's got it ranked in the hole. And we are back. And the controller's disconnected. Right, let's see what I've missed. Oh, we got a whole ass conversation in the chat. Lovely to see it. Hey, Bryn, good to see you. Yeah, I was pulling a Yandema. I had to eat dinner, so I thought I'd keep the stream on. Bit of a nostalgia moment. You're lucky I didn't play 6 mid-roll ads like Yandema used to do. He used to get ads whilst he was AFK. It was actually jokes. We got a debate in chat about 5-7. Oh yeah, he's ranked 1-2 above 5-7. He's saying that 5-7 was never a top 1 now, after he literally dropped a massive edit saying how it was a legendary run when he got it at the time. Crazy. Right. Oh, this is a good pace. And then I immediately lose it. I don't know how that was pace, because I felt I lost it, but fair enough. Oh, give me the boost, for God's sake. Right, what am I on now? 159. I've actually got 5 today, and I think I've been playing it less than an hour. It's pretty good going. He has 7-7, 41 better than 8-4. He's the king of takes, isn't he? I mean, to be honest, it kind of was ranked above it. It's just because he hasn't updated it in forever. So that would have been, like, it kind of was ranked similarly before you got 40. And he just hasn't been bothered to update it. He's done the same with 10-X, let's be real. But, you know, the Luigi Master is the king of takes. Like, he ranked 6-6 43 below where 6-6 44 was. So, like, you know, you gotta love that guy. Luigi Master's rule of thumb is if Storm gets a time, drop it 10 positions. That's literally the formula he uses. Like, oh, Storm got 10-6 42. Oh, it must be mid then. Put it 25th. But it's good to see you, Bryn. So did you confirm that you actually put it 12th? Or was it just me, like, Mandela affecting you, right? No, his logic is flawless. You can't fault it. 9-6 is a better level than 9-5. You all know that. When I saw that, I actually couldn't stop laughing. I think he put 9-5 as an F tier level and 9-6 is like D tier or something. It's actually a meme. What saves the seconds? A roll jump on defense. What, the strat at the beginning of 9-3 works? Long jump? I mean, if it saves a second, then yeah, get 53 of it. But like, I tried labbing that strat for years, and I didn't think it was possible. So I like to see a video of it. Maybe I just wasn't vectoring it enough. Like, but even like, I thought the setup would take more than a second, even if you could pull it off. He put it at 12. I thought so. That's so jokes. Galoon, but how does it feel to take 64 hours to get a run which isn't even in Luigi Master's top 10? Actually washed. And Luigi Master used to say my takes were bad. I remember when I had 2-4 36 as my top 4. Luigi Master got 35. Then he re-ranked my top 50 and he put 2-4 36 as my top 31. He told me to drop it from 4th to 31st in my list because he said it was rubbish. Oh my days. He actually violated my 2-4. This is back in like 2022, so like, yeah. And what times? I didn't even have 30 times, which were like good back then. But no, apparently they were 30 times better than 2-4 36. Because it was that bad. Okay, that's somehow not pace. Yeah, the one earlier was pace, but that wasn't. That makes lots of sense. That makes sense. I mean, I've got the boost, but this run's dead. This is rubbish. Yeah, like, boo. It's like, oh, a 35. Get the boost. No, I didn't even get the boost. Nice. Yeah, you're just not good enough, mate. If it makes you feel better, I'm about to get... my longest grind is about to fall outside the top 30, so... could be worse. Even so, I mean, it's aged well. Like, considering everything else from 2023, like... I think it's aged very well, 11-6. I mean, the fact you could only get 46. I'm not gonna lie though, 46 is diabolical now. Like, there's no reason why you shouldn't be at least on 45. And 44 is kind of like, I don't know. I've always thought about dropping it to 96 tier, but the problem is that I dropped like below a lot of levels, which it really shouldn't be dropping below. Oh, my game glitched out a bit. Love to see it. But like, no, I have thought of the idea of dropping 9-5, 11-6, and 1-1 all a tier. But the problem is then I'm not left with anything good. So like, that's why I don't want to do it. And if I dropped them all a tier, I'll probably have to drop other things a tier as well. Because, I mean, 1-3 is good, but there isn't any way on planet Earth that 1-3 is more than 3 tiers above 11-6. So if I was to drop, you know, 1-1 and 11-6, I'd drop 1-3 a tier as well. Then I'll probably drop all the 99 tiers so that 1-3 remains top 1. And then there'll basically not be any 100 tiers. And it will just be back to square one. I finally want to, like, stop rating deflation because I've done it the last 4 or 5 years where, like, the ratings have literally kept going lower and lower. I mean, yeah, I use different systems, but, like, when adjusted, stuff like 1-246 would have been rated 102, 101 or 1 tier, like something like that, when adjusted. And now it's rated, what, 94? So, like, I'm always... Like, I think the rule of thumb is every year, a level drops about 1 or 2 points. And I sort of stopped doing it last year. But, like, I used to drop every year because of, like, nostalgia bias. I actually used to, like, even when I had the old system where, like, tiers were, like, even wider apart than they are now, I used to drop a level at, like, each level 1 tier every year it was set. So I think, like, back when, like, 85 was the max instead of 100, I think 3S357 started off with, like, 86 tier, and then it dropped to 85, and then it dropped to 84. Literally within, like, a span of a year. Just because, like, stuff gets easier. But I want to stop, like, I want to preferably keep the ratings, like, as is. I don't want to drop stuff too much. And this is obvious, like, 9-5 needs dropping, like, not this, or 9-3. Even so, I don't know, I still think 9-5 has a case for being 98 tier. I mean, Rad still hasn't got 39 yet, so, like, you know, if Rad's been kind of beating up a bunch of, like, top 30 levels recently, so if Rad, you know, struggles with even 39, then I think 38 is holding up quite well. I love how Bryn dipped before I came back. It's kind of sad. I missed Bryn in the chat. He was there for like 2 minutes and then realised I was AFK. Unless he's lurking. Wouldn't put it past him. Yeah, sure. Someone missed the pipe. I'll have a look at the strat once I finish the stream. But no, I can't wait to see it. It'd be nice to beat that time. It's funny how butchered 9-3's become. And I love how, like, there's always these levels where, like, Luigi Master, like, says, oh, yeah, these are top 10 times. And we just don't touch them for a year. Then we come around to it and realise that it's actually not that bad. I wonder if there's going to be many others. Like, maybe... I think the next time, which is going to get fraud checked, you can quote me on this, is 8-6. I think 8-6 has that aura of, oh my god, it's the dodgy level, which is so hard. And Luigi Master said he had to grind and got multiple 1-1-4s. He said it was like a top 5 one set. Yeah. Basically, I reckon that run's going to get fraud checked soon. Because it's still, what, 12th? It's almost a year old now. And I'm not even saying, like, so, I mean, 5-7 kind of got fraud checked, but I'm not even going to say that because I think Luigi Masters is being a bit silly saying it's 12th because it's still, like, held up really well. It was a clear top 1 when set, but I reckon 1-2 as well is held up well. I wouldn't drop it lower than top, I think it's top 9 at the moment. I think that's fair. There's my game crashed again. Nice. Would help if the game didn't crash, but hey ho. When I didn't say floor. What are you hearing it as floor checked? I meant frauds checked. Sorry. Sorry if it's coming across weird on the microphone. Unless that's like a new term as well, which I don't know. But no, I floor checked is another funny way of saying it. But no, I meant frauds checked. So like exposed as a fraud. It's sort of like English slang. Even so, no doubt Jordan's gonna ask some other English person and they'll say they never heard of it. But no. Nice. But that's funny you heard it's floor checked. I reckon 7-4 is also underplayed, but like I don't know. Even so, the run is like not clean. Like I know it's crazy to say like you know a run which is still top 4 is not clean, but it's just not. It's probably apart from maybe Champions Road, it's the least clean out of the top 4. But like it does look really difficult. That's why it's ranked so high. It looks incredibly difficult, but his ending is just like rubbish. Wait, on what video? What video have he's responded to you on? Is it on my channel? I might actually be able to see what he said. Oh no. You're gonna have to tell me what the guy responded with. Oh my days, this is so slow. Watch out, it's still like a 5 pipe. Yeah, what a surprise. 35 B3. Bro, I was nowhere near. Oh, in Discord, lol. Bro, the 9-2 edit was such jokes. That guy, man. We gotta get him involved in glitchless. Bro will be getting 1-A4 and make like a 25-minute video about it. Oh my god, that's the problem with too much speed. Yeah, fraud check definitely makes more sense than floor checked. I don't know. It's funny how you heard it as that though. It's crazy how he knew about your channel though. He's obviously seen like the main runs, but he probably doesn't realise like where the over-the-top edits come from. Like even Brandy's doing them on random Switch runs now. Like it's literally infested the IL community. What started as like a little meme back in 2022. No, 2021 actually I started it, didn't I? I haven't got a moon jump on this section in about 2 weeks, which is annoying because I got 5 of them in the past. I kind of want another one. Yeah, but who's gonna get an untied on this category at this point, apart from me, you, Rads, Luigi Master. And my man JD, when he gets 1-Castle 72, go on. Possible. Can't wait for Jordan's times page to be like a bunch of 70 rated times and you get like 1 untied. I'm trying to predict, like, cause 1-Castle probably isn't ever gonna get like tied again, or like we get tied again, but we probably won't get beaten for a while. But I'm thinking what level Jordan could, if there was any level Jordan could untie. So there's no free untied anymore. Like, it's like the wrong time to join the category because like this time last year there was a ton of free real estate, whereas now you literally need like a 95 rated time just to get an untied. Like the freest untied in the game right now is 95 rated, and it's 11-149. No, 48, sorry, 11-148, and it's so free that like within 20 minutes I already had like a 47 pace, but I didn't know what to do with it because the cycles are really weird. I reckon if Jordan was to untie any level, I don't know, I have to think. Yeah, I'd miss the pipe again. Love that. I don't even know what levels to untie anymore. Like, they're all so difficult. I reckon Jordan can get 9-44 though. My heart is him. You know, Jordan, just get 5-36 at this point. Make it a generational grind. Yeah, you say 9-3 is pretty free right now. It's still probably a 97 rated time and you're calling it free. Like, it definitely isn't the easiest untied in the game, bro. Just because you found a little strat. Like, oh my days. You're calling a time which was previously in the top 20 a couple of days ago free to untie. Jesus Christ, you've come too good at the game if you think that. Can't wait until you start saying stuff like 9-538 is free. Easiest untied in the game, I don't even know. Aside from 11-1, it could be like, I don't know. Will the off-screen levels get fraud checked when Brandy actually comes to the category? Will he just blat 6-7 and 11-2 and just make us realize that we were overhyping all of those auto-scroll levels which Luigi Master farmed? Maybe like 2-Castle can get untied. Oh no, the easiest untied in the game. 3-2-142. Jordan, that's your calling. Jordan, I think you've even got a tied record on 3-2. That is got your name written on it. 3-2-142. I'm telling you. JD untied. I can vision it. Calling stuff free is actually crazy though. I think as rating escalation showed the other week when I streamed it, nothing rated above 80, even for like good runners who have run this category for like multiple years, nothing above 80 is free. How are you 4 seconds behind? I swear you tied it. Oh, it might be Razender I was thinking of. Don't spend too long on it, Jordan. It's a brain rot level, please. For your own sake. I'll tell you what another easy untied is. And it will actually be historic because it will be the first time anyone ever gets a world record on the category, and I can see it being possible. 9-6202 I think is definitely possible. It's just I can't be asked to go for it. But it will be historic because it will be the first ever world record set on the category. But I know it's possible. Because you can basically time that entry and get speed into the box, and then you can momentum out that box. And you could definitely match the catsuit ending, because the 202 is not even tight with catsuit. It's like a mid 202. So like, we're literally asking somebody to play within half a second of catsuit for a 4-second segment. Like, I think it's possible. Like, someone just needs to be brave enough to do it. And when I say brave enough, I mean dumb enough to do it. What What is the next easiest Untied? I don't know. I mean, of like the actual levels, which aren't like brain rot, I would say I actually don't know at this point. That's why I'm gonna literally abandon ship to 3D land as soon as I get my last few times. Because like Glitchless is almost dead. Like, apart from the fact that Galumba's literally somehow pulling Untides out is like, I don't even know where he's getting the ideas for some of these Untides. Yes, 906 is the worst level in the game. That's why I don't want to touch it. But like, it can be untied. I know you, Galumba, you're gonna find like some weird levels which to untie. Like, who thinks of 2-3 and 1-castle as levels to untie? Like, what? I don't even know how you came up with those two levels, because they seemed maxed. Actually, crazy that you thought to try them. Like, we're coming to the point where people are going to have to start grinding stuff like 5-626. Yeah, literally the whole category is at this point. Like, it's come to the point where edge crouches are, like, even more farms than they were in the catsuit. Because, like, that's the only way we can improve at this point. Like, we've literally maxed this category out. I might have to do a stream where I just go through each time. I'll go through each record and like I'll discuss like whether or not I can actually see lower happening. Like we're reaching the heat there for the category. Like the times are getting so good. I reckon. Actually, what is the Galumba? Can you check what the current summer bests are on ratings 3.0 on that tab? Have we broken 147 yet? Or was it 148? No, 148. Have we got a collected summer best which is below 148 yet? Because I'm telling you, that's the last minute barrier. I don't see the category getting enough runners to push it to another minute barrier. 147 will be like the last minute barrier. Like, so the speed he gets in his 73 is actually dumb. Like, it's literally catsuit speed. That's what this category is now becoming. Yeah, okay, 140. Okay, we're still 9 seconds away. Like, that's literally changed by 6 seconds in like 6 months. That's how optimized the category is. Untieds are literally gold dust at the moment. So yeah, I don't see 146 ever happening. 147 will be the final minute barrier. I'm calling it because the category doesn't have enough runners. Like, if it like blew up, I reckon maybe 145 eventually. Like the limits would be pushed even further, but I can't see like whoever gets that one time which pushes it to 147.59 will have broken the last minute barrier in the game. Which is quite cool to think about. I might start holding a time and just reveal it once to push it to the next barrier. Guess this is quick enough until I did that. I think there's a spreadsheet. Oh, you're not on Discord, so you wouldn't know. Actually, I'll see if I can find it. Something to do like 3D world records on Switch and Wii U. Where is it? It could be in the 3D World server. I think it would be in King Boo's server actually. No, but I know Brandy's published it a few times, and like Luigi Master. Actually, I'm being silly. It'll be on my Google Drive. I'll quickly have a look. I'll quickly have a look at my shared files on my Google Drive, and I'll tell you. I can literally sum it right now, and I can somewhat like because each of the runners as well have a like they guess what they think the limit will be. I think because yeah, Luigi Master and King Boo used to do it for Wii U, and then they added it for Switch as well. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, SM3D World and SM3D Land records. Let's have a look. I'll quickly share this as well to the chat, just so you can have a look. Just so I'm not yapping to myself for a bit. Right, so let's just open my stream up on my computer. Get some inception by listening to my own stream. Right, here we go. So we can have a little explore together. So this is, I have not looked at this in years, so I think it's updated. They say 1-112 is maxed. Don't let Toadmaster see the spreadsheet. So optimize improvable. So the current sum of records on all of the work, and again you're gonna have to. We'll do like for like, so we'll take out the Captain Toad runs. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you ready? This is probably gonna be nuts. Let's have a look at the sum time. 4, 3, 7. What even is that? It's actually quite high. It's okay, so it is 4,317 seconds, which is 1 hour. Actually, no, it is actually quite low. It actually is quite low. Sorry, no, that is low. 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 57 seconds. There you go. 1 hour, 11. You heard it here, folks. 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 57 seconds, which means that the gap between Mario Percent and our category, sum of best times, is actually similar to the sum of best between the sum of ILs and the any percent world record, which is quite interesting. So that's quite funny. In terms of 111.57. Okay, I'm just going to write that down. 111.57. And for the Wii U, I'll do the same calculation. I think it's been updated. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, 5,095. So that is. I need to get my maths brain out again. Oh, this is a bit higher. 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 15 seconds. And then of course we got glitchless, which is okay. We look quite bad now, but we got reasons. We don't use touchscreen. We don't use yeah, whatever. So those are the 3 sort of sum of ILs. It's quite cool. There you go. I don't know how someone's going to join this stream and just see 3 random numbers, or just have my mic muted and they're going to be like, "What the hell's going on?" But yeah, I think that was the calculations. Don't quote me though. Don't quote me. I can see the Switch falling to 10x. I can't see the Wii U falling. Actually, no, can I see it? No, in order for that to happen, if each level drops 1 second on Switch, it will drop to 109, which would be crazy. I don't see that happening, though. Yeah, that's a bad take. It's not. I mean, some of these takes might be old, but 1-121 isn't maxed. He does rate it as his top 3 run, though. No, top 2. He rates it as his second best run on Wii U. And he says, well, he said, I don't know, I think Glitches might have overtaken it now. But I remember saying back when he got 5-7 that the top 50 Wii U times were comparable to the top 50 glitchless times. And to be honest, I think he was wrong. I think the Wii U times were still a lot better than the glitchless times back then. But I think now we're at the point where the top 50 Wii U times are like the same as the top 50 glitchless times in terms of difficulty to get. And I don't think that's a base take, like a bad take. I mean, for me, of course, it's going to be harder for me to get a Wii U record because I don't play Catsuit. But I think Galumba and Rad have shown that they can get really good Catsuit times on Wii U quite quickly, which we thought were like really optimized. So make it out what you will. I would still argue that 11-636 is better than 1-333. I think 1-121 maybe isn't. And 3-344 I think is similar to 1-333. Anyway, see you, Jordan. Oh, good luck on the levels, bro. Let me know the times. Let me know. Alright, let's get some paces again. But I think it's hard to compare. I don't know. His 1-121 is insane, though. Like, really insane. Because the 23 was ridiculous. And then getting 21. But it was a mid, though. It was a mid. See, I think 1-121 is, like, comparable to, like, 7-459. Again, it might be a 7-449 on glitchless, which could be a kind of controversial take, but all I know for a fact is if I get 11-643, it's better than 11-636 for sure. If I get 1-136, I think it's better than 1-121 by quite a bit. But you know, I don't know. We'll see. 371 box. Yeah, you got this, man. 53 imminent. Fair play. It's interesting to think about, though. What's crazy is I don't think Luigi Master rates Champions Road 126 in the top 20 out of the Wii U times. I'll have to double check his playlist, but okay, that's 160. Oh wow, mid. Damn. Yeah, you couldn't even get 52. That'd be a crazy 2-second untied if you get that. Oh wow, look at the speed. Back to back. Oh, almost 2 in a row if I just didn't bonk. But yeah, that's the one thing which makes me question whether or not we've overtaken Wii U, like in terms of optimized times. Because even though it was set in 2020, I would say Champions Road 126 is probably just as good as Champions Road 144. Which means it's better than my best run, lol. Even so, maybe not. Because Brandy's run should have been a 125. I don't know if you've seen his 126 Gloomba, but it should have been a 125. He was on pace. He's on pace. I think that Untied's gonna be due soon. I'm calling it. If Luigi Master returns back to Wii U, he drops a 1-2-4 in Champions Road. I think he skips 1-2-5. Personally, I think he skips 1-2-5. That could be my hot take. So I'm actually going to say, I'm going to be bold and say that 1-2-6 is equivalent. I mean, I used to always use the formula that there's a 20-second difference between Catsuit and Itemless on that level. I'm now going to say a 19-second difference. Oh yeah, for sure. That's a bad take, Brad. Welcome to the stream, but I mean, you're right. You're right. For someone like me, yeah, for sure. But Champions Road, like, there's a reason why, even so it's not record, it's my top one, and I would still stand that is a borderline top 10 time. Like, even if 1-4-4 didn't exist, I know Luigi Master made it look a bit weird, but Glitchless Champions Road is probably the hardest level to complete in the whole game. Like, I was able to get it quite consistent at the end, but like over all my grinds, I have like probably close to 100 hours on that level. So like, that's why I was beginning to complete it semi-consistent, but like, it's very finicky. I mean, I don't know. I could see. I do. Maybe you're slightly right, but I think you know, Galumba himself said he's going for 200 on Champions Road glitchless. So make it out what you will. He obviously doesn't believe it's an easy level. I personally think he gets 150 quite easy, but like 145, like if either of you got close to it, then fair play. Like I'll tip my hat off to you. But I do think it is my best run for a reason. '59's crazy using like, I think that's better than my record, like using touchscreen without help. Fair play. Yeah, that's fair, but like, there's so many choke points on glitchless. Like, you have to do the whole lasers, damageless. Thank you, skip. You gotta send it, which is so awkward. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, thank you, skip looks even worse with Catsuit. You are right. It looks horrible. Like, I would choke that entry into thank you, skip every time if I was on a Catsuit. But annoying wise, like, you have to do the whole, like, the fuzzy section gets consistent. The ants is a very surprising choke point, but that's why I think Catsuit's easier than glitchless. Ants with Catsuit is the freest thing. You just climb up straight. On glitchless, it's a big choke point. Like, about half my runs which got to ants died to ants. You got to do very clean 90s, and you have to angle it in a way that you don't take damage on an ant, because you need to be able to damage in both lasers and fuzzies. Like, and then the cycle in the second section, even getting one cycle behind that is very annoying and tricky. Like the cycle I used to get on my 152 and stuff. Getting the cycle I get on the 145, yeah, good luck with that. You need a very perfect section. Like, that section alone is a top 50 time. Like, just getting a pace to fuzzies of like a 451 would be better than like many top 50 runs. That was almost a 10 pipe. I don't know, did I get a pace on that? I didn't even clock. Was that a 486? Let's have a quick look. My game crashed, lol. Let's just restart the game. No, it wasn't. Well, Yeah, yeah, you're right. That was crazy though. It was, oh yeah, it was high. I mean, I've got a 10 pipe of a high, very high 85 before. That was almost another 10 pipe, to be honest. But yeah, I'm on 160 paces now. 5 more than I overtake Galumba's count on 2-4. Hopefully I get it in the next 4 paces then. I kind of don't want it to get as many paces as 6-1 got, because that was almost 300 in the end, which is a bit grim. Oh my god, huge 3-2 142s happening tonight. But yeah, GG again on 9-254, but Galumba's gonna get 52 at the moment. He's pacing mid 371s now because he's found another strat. You guys have really broken that level though, so fair play. Oh my god, come on. What do you reckon a 53 is? Like, if you got a mid 471, then at that point you basically got 53 Galumba. So, how much harder is a mid 471? Like, does it even hit 80? Like, I don't even think it hits 98 tier. I don't even think it hits 98 tier from what you're describing. I think it's the 97 though. And then we have to drop the other one to 95 tier. I think that makes sense. So you drop Rad's 54 to 95 tier. Potentially drop my 55 to like 92 tier. And then 97 tier for 53 and maybe 100 tier or 99 tier for 52. I'm not gonna lie, you can 52 off a mid 471. Like, you guys still have a lot of potential in the ending. Like, you're still re-rolling off that roller. Like, if you wanted to fully send it, I think you can literally... I think I've done that section without a bonk before. I don't know, maybe I'm just remembering it wrong, but I remember having a crazy run, which I don't think bonked. I somehow managed to, like, keep the speed, that whole section, before I did the setup for the end. So I think that's worth experimenting with. So 97 tier, right? Does that seem fair? It's crazy how you're literally farming 98s and 97s now. Well, is bro gonna put a Luigi Master and say 53 is easier than the current 54? That's literally what he did with my 6-3 43. He literally said 6-6 43. He said the 44 is his top 9, and then he rated my 43 as his top 11, which was fun. Come on, enter the pipe. That's crazy though. I have to drop it. I won't drop it a tier until later, but if that's dropping to 95 tier, then I'm beginning to get more and more convinced that 1-1 may need to get dropped soon. Like, I've seen so many runs like go from 98 all the way down to 95 tier, and yet 1-1 still remains at 96 tier. Like a year and a half, like almost 2 years after getting set. Like, it's... Of course, it had that really big nerf when, like, we initially tied it, but since then it has not been nerfed. Bro got 145, go on, Champions Road. Jordan, the GOAT. Nah, joking, you got it on 3-2, but still. Even so, is that Champions Road 145, third try? Go on. That's actually crazy though. It's actually really good. Like that level's not easy to get a 145 on. With Toad anyway. So to get it that quickly is pretty good. Razina's shaking. He might lose his only record in the game. Here we go. Another piece. Oh, immediately choked it. Oh my god, that was rubbish. Oh my days. Number 161. Oh my days. That was so bad. This is the run. Oh, I got the moon jump. I knew it. I called it. I thought in my mind I'm going to get the moon jump. Oh, no. I fucking threw it. Oh my days. What? What? Oh, first time in 2 weeks. Oh, I knew it. I literally thought in my head, okay, this run is garbage. I'm going to get the moon jump. And then I got the moon jump. Oh my days. Come on. First time in 2 weeks. Oh, as soon as I got it though, I knew it wasn't pace enough. That run was too garbage. That's crazy though. I still don't know how to line up the boosts because you get so much speed with that moon jump. I don't know what to do with it. I've had it 7 times in total, but like all 6 of them came 2 weeks ago. Oh, you got to be so precise though. That's what you need for 33. Like you don't need that for 34, but it's funny. It literally only saves like a third of a second, but like it can turn. It probably could turn like a 485 into 34. So it's hype when it happens. It wasn't cooked. It was just. I guess I land. No, I didn't land the boost. I just got a nice edge crouch, so I did salvage it. If that was a 486, even so, I missed the boost on that top bit. I reckon that could have been pace. I reckon that could have been pace, but not on a 485. I need to get the top boost for that to be like, and the moon jump for it to be pace. That was hype though. That's what I'm saying, Goomba. I had too much speed, so I literally overshot. That happens to be quite a lot now. I don't know how to react to it. That was fun though. That was fun. That got my heart racing. I literally half a second before it happened, I was like, I'm gonna get the moon jump. I don't know, I just had a feeling. Like, I haven't had it in 2 weeks, and I literally thought in my mind, oh my god, I'm gonna get the moon jump this run, and it happens. I manifested it. That's crazy. It's like, this pace is the slowest I've had today. It's gonna get the moon jump. And it did. Jordan missed the moon jump. Bro's missing out. Rad, what do you think of 1-Castle 73? Before you have a look at where we rated it, where would you rate it, judging by the run? And I will give you context that Galumba has had low to mid 477s before. But if you've seen the run and you don't know where it's ranked yet, and if you know where it's ranked, then you can still give your verdict. But like, just let me know you know where it's ranked. But without checking where it's ranked, where would you put it? Because Galumba and I agreed on a placement, but we're wondering if you agree too. Anyway, let's see what I get on this run. Yeah, I don't know what I was trying there. Do I have space to do that? Oh, Right. Moonjump can save this run. No moonjump, no boost. This run's dead. I did get that little boost, but the problem is I got a bad pipe entry, so I'm not going to get any speed out of the pipe, and yeah, sure enough I didn't. I can predict it. I'll manifest the 34 tonight. I'm calling it. I can't be asked to go badminton today. I've got like badminton training in like 10 minutes, but I might just miss it. Because I am feeling it. I'm feeling the run. I've done like 10 days in a row of sport as well, so I think it's time I do some gaming. I've not done it in a while. But to be honest, it's been quite good today. I've got what? 7 paces in like an hour and a half, I reckon. Actually, how long have I been playing for? Actually, no, this has been pretty dreadful, actually. I should be on 9 paces by now. Yeah, I'm a bit slower than average. I'm getting one every about 12 minutes. Should be getting one every 10. Even so, I was AFK for 20 minutes, so that cancels out. So yeah, there you go. I'm still getting one every 10 minutes. Oh my days. Yeah, Rad still hasn't responded. Oh my gosh. 7-564 has aged really well. I'm going to make a bold claim and say that run's not going to get forward checked. I think that run's going to keep aging well. I think that run's going to age better than 8-6. Because I've dropped it to 97 before. It's the only run where I've kind of buffed it since it was set. Because it was like below 9-5 for a while when it was set. And yeah, it was below 9-5 when set, I think. And it was like 97 tier for a while. And then I buffed it back up to 98. I think 7-5 ages really well. I think it's a really good run. But I want to tie it one day, maybe even beat it. Yeah, I keep missing that. Yeah, I mean, Luigi Monster has like a couple of time saves though in his 64. So it's not quite like for like. And my 66 was dog water and it was almost a 65. 65 didn't actually take me that long. It's just the 66 which took me a long time. And by the time I got 66, like, it was so overdue. And it was like a 13th frame and it wasn't even a good run. But the 65, I mean, in total did take a long time. But it was an overdue time. I should have got it in less time than I did, but it was still really good. I still have it rated 95 too. And I think it's quite a high 95 tier as well. I have it rated above... I think I have it rated above 8-3. Now, I was saying how, like, 7-564 is not going to get fraud checked. It's going to keep aging well. And that, I think, is going to age better than the likes of 8-6. I predict by the end of the year, 7-564 is above 8-6. That's my prediction. I also predict... Actually, yeah, Rad, have you seen the 1-Castle? Oh my days, brother, you don't admit that on stream. Come on. Really? 70? Bro, yeah, 54 is secretly top 1, guys. I lied. Jordan can't even get 70, so there you go. But brother, don't admit that on stream. Right, what's your PB? Have you got a 57 on 3-3? Or 56? I remember you said you got 57 like really easily, I think, didn't you? Yeah, what would you rate it, Rad? What would you rate it? Because we've ranked it, but I don't know if you've seen its ranking yet. Oh, you say you put it where... That's actually a really base take. I actually... Yeah, that's a really base take, because we actually ended up doing that. 1-Castle 75... 1-Castle 74 and 1-Castle 73 have all been placed top 15 when set, which is really funny. Well, I've been sitting on the edit for 2 years, Rads, and I'm going to keep sitting on it until I'm happy with my times page, which could be never. It's a really good edit, but it needs, like, it only works if it's my final edit. The whole point of the edit is my final edit, and I'm not ready to go just yet, because my times page is dog water. Like, you've probably got a better times page than me now. Even so, I don't know. I have nerfed 6-2 a bit because your slide does make it look a bit more manageable. But when I say nerf it, it's still, like, as high as my top 3. Like, it's comparable to 6-1. So, like, your top 3 and my top 3 are very similar at the moment. Like, your top 3 beats my top 4. And, like, you know, your top 1 beats my top 1. So, like, there you go. Yeah, from 2020, right, Jordan. Yeah, I mean, Jordan, look on my 3-357. I've got a playlist of all my 3-3 runs from 67 to 57. So you can see how it evolves. And then I would go for, I think, as you're just starting out, go for 64. 64 is a really good entry-level time. I think Razor's got a 63, but I think he used Luigi, but I grandfathered the time in because he got it in 2020. So that's why it's still allowed in the boards. But yeah, actually, no, I think he used Toad. He got 63. 64 is really good. For, like a solid first effort. But that's actually a really good take, Rads. I have rated 1-Castle 15th every time it's been set. Which is quite funny. It seems to always return to it. I wouldn't say that 60 is not a good template though. Because it has a really dodgy end. And it has like a really dodgy middle. Like realistically the 61 is probably the cleanest run I had from back then. That run was just lucky. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that run was lucky. I wasn't pacing 60. I was just being an idiot saying, okay, I want to go for my best time. And then I literally fluked that time because I got sections which I didn't actually understand. I think it was my only ever 373 at the time. And then it had an ending which looked garbage. Like, I don't know. 3-359, actually. 3-359 is the cleanest run I've done on 3-3. It's like completely maxed for the old strats. And like, you can literally copy paste it because there's some sections where you can start bunny hopping where I actually did long jumps on the 3-359. Like, I literally got 59 with long jumps and it was so clean. There's a reason why, like, me and you glazed the hell out of that run and said it was better than Champions Road 152. I mean, in hindsight, it didn't age that well, but that's only because of the strats it used. The 59 was arguably my cleanest run I've ever done on that level. Apart from the 54. The 54 is way cleaner. Like, I know Luigi Master tied it in 3 hours, and I only took 6 hours for it, but it is a really, really good run. Which is why it's my top 4. But, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. And I remember on the 57 stream, we were like, it was the best run in the game. Oh, it's funny. That reveal was insane. And let's just say, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever have a reveal like that again. Or maybe I will. Maybe I will. Oh, look at this! Mid. Oh, come on. Oh, it's so dumb. Bad game. I mean, Jordan, I used to think my 1-153, I used to think 1-253 was Luigi Master proof. Okay, so if you want a throwback, I used to think that run was Luigi. I used to go up to King Boo and say that 1-253 was maxed. And we're now chasing 43, so like, times change. Then I remember 51 was maxed on 1-2. And that run was literally truly maxed. Like, I'm sorry, like, I had good reason to believe that the 51 was maxed because I literally frame counted to get to 51. Like, to date, the 1-251 grind is probably the stupidest grind I've ever done. In terms of, like, I literally spliced together over 100 runs in order to get a pace, which was literally just about it. No, there are LM-proof times. I'm going to go on records and say 11-643 will be LM-proof. He will never get it. Like, he admitted himself that the 368 box was probably too much for him. And I'm going to need a 368 box for an 11-643. If I somehow get it, it's LM-proof. You don't understand how dumb that run's going to be. Like, 11-643 is harder than 3-353. I'm just going to put it out there. Which is why I've flirted with the idea of it being my final run. Because it's nuts. Like, look at the spliced, like, 43 theory. It's not even 43. And, like, look how dumb that run is. Yeah, it's only, like, 3 runs stitched together. But it's, like, a 1 in 1,000... No, a 1 in 3,000 beginning. Spliced with a 1 in 100 middle section. Spliced with an ending which is 1 in 3,000. So, like, do the maths. It's dumb. I don't want to... And, of course, it gets more consistent as you practice it. But, like, still, it's going to need so much RNG. And LM hates RNG levels. I'm telling you. 11-643. Unless there's something new which is found. will be it. Like, it could be the hardest thing. Like, I think 102 is, like, underrating it. I'm not gonna lie. Which is why I'm so annoyed. Like, it would have been... Like, it still would be 98 tier if it just didn't exist, that ending. Like, if that ending didn't exist and I had to go to the conventional ending of a 368 there, the run would be top 10 to date still. I'm calling it. What else is really dumb? Which it's LM proof. Anything with enough RNG, because LM will not do a grind on this category which is longer than 15 hours. That's what I found. Literally, I know for a fact he will not grind something, like, unless it's an untied, like 5-738, he will not spend more than, like, you know, I reckon he gives up after 15 hours if we set a time which is good enough. And I reckon we will find a run which is LM proof. I don't think any of the runs Galumba's got yet is LM proof, but I think 2-331 will annoy him for a bit. But it has got room, that's the problem. That could be LM proof. I know for a fact 10-641 would be LM proof. 10-641, yeah. Lol, you read my mind, you said it at the same time as me. I'm just thinking what else is LM proof. I'm not gonna lie, 11-541, if you had that dodgy ending, that could have been LM proof, but the problem is that he would just have got it conventionally anyway. I'll tell you what. Like, even like 10-134, he was scared when me and Gloomba were mentioning that we were going for 2-3 and 10-1. I'll tell you a time which I think might be LM proof. I reckon if I can find a way without any breaking strategies to get 2-532. Because that 33 grind, he was not happy with it. And I don't think he would want to go back for that much longer. Yeah. 31's a crazy run though. Like I'm so surprised it's top 7. Like, I thought for sure it would be top 1. I reckon, oof. Not too sure what else is LM proof. There's definitely a time which will scare him off though. I'm just trying to think. Oh, come on, turn around. No, I think we just turned up in LM's stream when he was streaming any percent, and then we told him that Gloomba was on the verge of 31, and he was like, what? He was like so shocked. But bro thinks everything's impossible, then it happens and he ties it in like 10 minutes, so like, yeah. What edit? On your 2-3, wait, your 2-533? I need to look at that edit again then. I don't remember you hitting that. Will any other level ever go sub 30 apart from 3-1 and 5-6? 5-6 26, yeah, that might be LM proof. I actually got close to that last year. I was pacing 26s towards the end of my grind. I think that's, I wholeheartedly believe that will be the first ever 101 tier. I don't think it's actually that far out of our reach at the moment. I think 5-6 26 is LM proof. I reckon 5-530 could annoy him enough. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it will be. Actually, I think 5-530 probably is 99 tier. So it's probably like top 6. But The problem is though, like he caked 1-3. Like that's our problem. We need something better, which is crazy to think about. That took Galumba 100 hours, and he just turns up and caked it. To be honest, like we need something as good as 5-738, but on a level which he hates more than 5-7 in order to call it LM proof. Because LM will get 38. Like when he comes back, I wholeheartedly see him getting 38 and getting like a clear top 1. It's only a matter of time. I reckon 37 on 9-5 is LM proof, but like barely possible. I would say like 9-5, 37. I think I've rated it 102 tier, along with like a bunch of other stuff like 11-6, 43. 1-2 tier. Bro, how is this like a mid 35? It's so bad. I don't want to finish it. Like, you were close to 39. Like, you had a mid 40. I think he cakes 40 then. I'm sorry. Like, you got it in what, 8 hours? I think he gets it in 2. Like, I think he gets it in 2. Like, the problem is 7-7 is the sort of level which LM cakes. Like, you know, you need something RNG to halt him. Like, 10-6 was probably my best chance. He took, what, 9 hours to get the 43? Then he got lucky as hell to get the 42, but like, whatever. What rad game, or what could be? 10-334, I'm calling it, yes! I mean, Galumba and me are on the same wavelength today. Me and Galumba are on the same wavelength. I thought that exactly, as soon as Rad said that, I thought exactly the same thing. Yes! Wait, stop it, what? 7-7-35. The 68 is pog, bro. That's progress. Like, celebrate your wins. Like, don't let me like say, oh, 70s like trash. Like, I'm just joking with you. Like, you are in the golden phase of the category. Like, look how much like me, Rad Gamer, and Galumba are whinging at the moment because all our times are getting close to max. Like, even Rad Gamer and Galumba are in a much better position than me because they still have levels which they haven't PB'd on yet. Like, in my opinion, that is so fun. Like, being in a position where like any run can PB and like you see your time tumble as you get closer to record. Just enjoy it. Like, you should be celebrating that it's a 68 and not a 67 because you've now got an extra PB you can get. Like, if you got a 67 on that run and you get a 67 again, you don't get a dopamine hit. But you got 68, so when you get the 67, you've got a PB and you can celebrate it. And you still got like a 2-second skip, which is hype. You never saw 69 and you never will. Like, you know, you can have that when you join the category. Like, you can knock 2 seconds at a time. Like, that's pog. Like, you don't take it for granted because like even soon, like, that's gonna dry up. Like, boys, when was the last time either of you got like, you know, a 2-second cut in the category? Apart from like on like a level which you kind of played before. Like, when was the last time, like, was it like 6-1 for you? You got like 64 or something, Galumba. But even then, like, I can't remember the last time I got a 2-second cut. I literally can't. It's actually been so long. Probably 7-743. I'm telling you, I don't think if you have a look at the limits I have on like the ratings tab, I actually only think like 2 or 3 levels are maxed. And even then, like, I had stuff like 2-332 in the past is maxed, but they're not. Realistically, I don't think there's a single max time. Like, there's a reason why on my 3-4 edit, I was like, this could literally be the only run I have left one day. I can see a world where 3-412 is the only run I have remaining. Yeah, get 16's free. Bro, like, I got a 16 with long jumps only. Like, yeah, you can get the 16. I think you could even tie Spongie's 15. You just have to land that skip once, and then keep speed. And then bank it. Any run which has that, like, skip is a 15 or a 16. At least. But the 12 is Pog. Bro, that'll be so nuts. Like, what, 7-7 is a top 10 time and you want to improve it. Bill's actually pretty good. Like, he was quite good at Mariupson back in the day. Remember, he got 16 on record. Like, my 13 was actually way ahead of its time. I got it in, like, May 2020. Which is crazy to think about, because 12 is actually really hard. What is LM proof? I reckon 3-661 is LM proof. Like, I know that level keeps getting pushed lower and lower by LM, and that 62 was completely out of left field. We did not realise that he was going to pull that. Like, because I thought the 62 might be LM proof, but I reckon 61 is LM proof. I reckon 61. The problem is, though, he's probably in this stream, like, clipping... Remember, he clipped me when I was, like, streaming 6-1. He was lurking in the stream, and he took a snippet from it. Little shady guy. So he's probably clipping it, like... He's probably, like, got a bunch of clips of me saying LM proof, and he's probably going to drop a time tomorrow. But I reckon that 3-661 is LM proof, if you can get it. Because... You've got better middle sections than him. Like, he's literally, his 62 maxes out what he's done. Like, he's got his best start, he's got, like, his best middle and his best end. I don't see him improving that. I think 3-7's underplayed. But I don't know, I've tried it a couple of times to, like, see if I can get an untied, but... I don't know. I could barely tie him at an untime at the moment, so I think I'll leave it for now. Okay, speed. Hello. Enter the pipe. Is that possible? Oh yeah, I do have it down as possible. Yeah, fair. I have that down as 100 tier. I'm probably glazing it. I think it might be 99 tier. He was on, I don't know. I don't know, because, like, surely something has to be 100 tier. Like, 1-3 isn't, like, that clear of everything else. Like 5-7 was a more certain dominant top 1 than 1-3 is. Like, it's a shame because I know it was robbed as a top 1. But I will forever see 1-3 as a top 2. Like, I'm sorry. Like, we were so confident. 8-3 49. It's hard to say, actually, with that one. I think it's... I think 47 or 48 is possible in that level. Like, I don't think we've worked it out yet. Like, the 50 is very, very good with the strategies used, but... I feel like there's something we're missing on that level. I feel like there must be a way to get 48. Like, it just feels like that section could be camera nipped or something. Something needs to break on that level. I don't know. That's the problem. There's some levels which are, like, brilliant, but as Rad said, there might be a pipe skip on 7-7, for example, and then all of a sudden, like, it's just broken. So, like, certain levels, like, we can't really pull maxed. But yeah, I think at this point, guys, let's see if we can get to that 147 summer bests. We're 10 seconds away. Hopefully 9 seconds away after I get this. Eight seconds away once Galumba gets 9-3. He's on a roll, actually. You got so many records. To us, Rad, you're on a roll as well. Both of you been cooking this year with all of the records. Oh, that 6-2 35 was sick. I was not expecting it to be a three-way tie this early in the year. That's good. I'm glad that the streamers bought that. I mean, sometimes I play really. I just like streaming and having fun with you guys. Like, I'm a bit washed this year. But I did have that 56 stream, which was really hot. Like, you know, where I got, what, in 10 minutes, I was just playing on fire that day. But apart from that, I don't know, I've just been cold on most of these streams in terms of how I've been playing, but it's alright. I think once I'm over, actually I said that about 6-1, but once I finally get a run in the top 10 again, it will open the floodgates, I feel. And I'll just do levels which aren't, like, dumb, like this. Like, every level I've done since December has had something dumb. I also feel it's quite hard to gauge because, of course, you guys will need to get a modded level of 10-5. I think 10-5 60 is a secret top 1. I mean, I'm calling it. But I don't know, the reason why I have it rated so low is because I'm only half a second faster at the checkpoint than I was on my 62. But I'm telling you, that run was cooked. Like, 34-hour grind, 46 frame. I never, ever got a 352 box. So that run I got was literally my summer bests. Like, I'm not even lying. Like my summer best is probably a 46 frame 60 after 34 hours. I'm telling you, it's a secret top 1. Oh my days, that grind was such a meme. Yeah, you have to run down it. It's the same boost you get on 2-4. Speaking of 2-4, Jordan, like, I reckon you could go for 40. 44 is, like, what, is your PB 44? Because 44 was like the strat I did in, like, 2020. Like, this is what a 44 looks like. No slope boosts. Literally, see, this is too fast for a 44, I think. Because this is like, what, an 81 pipe? Yeah, 82 pipe. Look at that. Not a single slope boost. And then this should be easy enough. And then this is literally what? Literally a 40. There you go. That's what a 40 can look like. I think you're capable of that. Like, you just get a slope boost. It says, yeah, you just run for the slope boost. You just have to land it right. One slope boost gives you an 83 pipe. I think that was what, first try without a single slope boost. 40. I think that's really doable. And just remember, like, 2-4 is easier. I don't see a reason why you can't, like, get a 40. That's my opinion, anyway. Because I know you're good enough, like... But, like, to be honest, though, like, don't worry about it if you can't, because I know that Rads and, like, Galumba started off quite slow on that level as well. 2-4 does take a bit of time to, like, get to grips with. I mean, Rad, what's your PB? 36? Or is it still 37? Was it 35 now? Have you got a 35? Actually, I'll just pull up the spreadsheet quick. I don't think you have a 35, do you? Forgive me if I'm wrong. Yeah, 37. But I think you have, like, a better time on 10-1. No, you have a 38, fair. That's crazy. Galumba doesn't even have a 35 on 10-7 yet. What's he doing? On 10-1. So please don't go for 35 on 10-1, because you probably will fluke a 34 before me, the way you've been playing. And I kind of want this as my untied, because I need something in the top 10. Because currently my best run in that playlist is 8-5, and that will get knocked out one day. Like, that's not an eternal top 50. I think the only run in that playlist, which will never leave that playlist, is 1-333. I think that's the only run. I reckon we get to a point, even without new runners. Actually, do I? Because that implies that there's a lot more unties to go. To be honest, I think we're at the point where a few of them might actually stay. I think 1-3, 2-3, and 3-1. Unless you think 28's out there. I think they're the only three which I'm quite confident might actually stay in there forever. Bro, that fills me with confidence that you're fine on 10-136, because it means that this is definitely top 10. I'm glad that this grind scares you enough not to go for it, because I'm hoping that LM gets scared too. That's what I'm hoping. But no, I appreciate that, bro. Thanks for not sniping me on this. LM for sure would have sniped me like he did with 6-1. But no, I should have got this time way like a few weeks ago now. I reckon 2-130 happens at some point as well. So then the shortest levels in the game will be 5-6 27, 3-1 28, which sounds stupid just to think about. And so I think 26 happens before the 28. I think 5-6 26 happens beforehand. And then also 2-130. Oh, and yeah, we've got oh, we already have 11-9 26, don't we? 25 out there? Possible. We need some sub 30 times. That would be crazy. What else can sub 30? 5-5 caps out at 30. 2-1 caps out at 30. What doesn't? 2-5 probably caps out at 32. I'm not sure if anything goes sub 30. I mean, it's crazy because like 35 used to be like that barrier where like nothing ever used to be below 35, and now we got what? 20 levels below 35? Something ridiculous. Yeah, I think it was. Like, that's how crazy the 29 is. I think it's still ranked top 5, which is crazy. I think it's actually improved since it was set. I think we said it was a retroactive top 2, because it would have been only behind 7-4. Bro. Almost got an 85 pipe with a slide. What a meme. Oh my god, stop bonking on that. That was so slow. This is so overdue at this point. Like, my last 4 or 5 grinds have just been so overdue. When can I have a good grind like 4-351 again? Or something which is done in less than 10 hours. Oh my days! So slow! Come on, moon jump to save it. Or almost. Skip the first ledge. Got a big boost, then got the bonk. Nice. How do I avoid that? Like, if I get a really good boost, I literally have to, like, oh, I don't know. That's so hard, man. Bro, I love brainstorming like what times can happen one day. I love looking back at my old like projected top 30 at the end of 2024 and it's just being so wrong. I did predict stuff like 1-333 though, which is cool. But I remember like putting stuff like what times did I put down? So I did predict stuff like 6-156 as well. Who would have thought? Maybe if I kept grinding 6-1 for another month and it got up to like 600 364 pipes, maybe one of them would have been good enough for 55. I probably would have had a 365 pipe by now, but I'm glad I stopped. It would not be worth getting a top 1 like that. 2 whole months straight on that level would have killed me. Lol. Like, without the skip, you can get a 17 with just long jumps. So I think I got 15 without the skip before. I think I got 15 without the skip. You can get 15 without the skip on that level. Oh, nice. That's actually quite good. As soon as I set 34, I knew 33 was possible. Because that run was 33 pace. Oh, that's crazy. Rag Gamer going for like back-to-back top 1s. Go on. I'm not going to lie though, I think 10-2, 55 might remain untied forever. Like, I don't think anyone is going to be dumb enough to go for that. So the only way any one of us is sweeping the top 10 is if we get 10 times better than 10-2. Which now it's been buffed to 3rd place. Good luck. That's actually the sad part now. Kalumba's probably maxed out the amount of top 10s he can get at a given time. Because he's effectively like got every single top 10. Like the only way he can get to 7 is by dumping 8-Castle out of the top 10. And otherwise he has to like actually get 7-4, Champions Road, and 10-2. Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. So like, you having 6 out of 10 top 10s at the moment is like peak, I think. Like you almost have more than LM. I think he only has 7. Or 8. Jeez, it's 7? Wait, 7-7's untied, 2-3's untied. No, he has 8. How many unties do you have at the moment now? You have 4. Kalumba. Was it 5? 11-5. 7-7. 1-Castle. About to be 9-3. 2-3. Oh, I missed that pipe again. Bro, like, I'm sorry, even if Rag gets it on the dumbest looking run ever, I'm not dropping 1-3 below top 1. I'm not putting Champions Road top 1. For sure. I'm not putting 10-2 top 1. Because then I'm admitting that we rated a time top 4 and it's now top 1 if 10-2 ever gets top 1. Which would be so stupid. Almost 5, yeah, that's nice. I'm on 1 at the moment. Almost 2. Can't wait for like actually Rad's on 1 untied as well. 10-Castle. Could be too soon with 10-3. 6-642 slightly out of our reach at the moment. If you combine me and Rad together though, Rad starts and my middles, then 6-642 could definitely happen. Hmm. Oh, I'll just give it a 2-minute break because I'm playing really bad at the moment. Haven't got a pace in a while. Let's give it back 2 attempts. I hope you mean 3-5 and not 3-4. I can't wait to see the strats though. That's quite funny. GG's. I remember 96 was my record there at one point on 3-5. I'm gonna be bold. I don't think there's a reason why you can't get 86 on that level. You're gonna think I'm crazy for saying that, but I think you can get 86. Just use D-pad strats like I did in 2020. And yeah, I don't think there's a single reason in my mind why you can't beat all my 20, or tie all my 2020 times. And I'm pretty sure 3-5 86 was a 2020 time or a 2021 time. Yeah, you probably took a different route for a start. It's cool that you're not looking at my video first though. It definitely is more fun that way. Like, it's definitely really fun. Yeah, but like, again, it's all relative. Like, 85 is easy if you're like able to get like 90 rated times, but like for a new person, like 86 would be a challenge. You know. Oh my days, I'm playing like a Papago. Yeah, 6 collected bolts is good until you realise that you're literally responsible for 2/3 of them. So as you're actually like almost getting to like my peak amount of bops held at the same time, which is crazy. I've been on 6 bops twice. I think I might hit 7 once last year. I think that was my record. 7 in one go. So you're like almost approaching that, which I thought was never happen again after like Luigi Master Swept, because I thought there was not even like 10 times left to untie, but you've been proving me wrong this year. Yeah, 84s shouldn't be untied still, I'm not gonna lie. One of us should have probably tied it by now. I think it's like one of the like lowest rated records as well. It's like only 92. But like no one could be asked to do it. Like me especially. To be honest though, like water levels are all quite underrated. Like they're actually quite hard to get the record on, but they're just rated quite low because it's a water level. Anyone in their nan can get within 3 seconds of record if they play it enough. Yeah, they are pretty difficult. Especially on levels like 8-5. It'd be interesting to see like what you guys get when you attempt that level, by the way. I think Spongy got within 3 seconds back when record was 84. I think LM had 84, I had 85, Spongy had 87. but it's very difficult. Like, if you get below 85, then that's impressive, in my opinion. Oh, get in the pipe. Yeah, no, it is. LM just seems to get, like, a second out of levels, though, like, when you least expect it. I can't get that last jump anymore. My consistency's gone down the drain. I got the last jump, but then I hit bonked, so it's slow. Need the moon jump to save the run. Not quite. Even that was too much speed. That's crazy. I just need to start full sending that now. I need to get it into my muscle memory just to full send that and not do like an intermediate jump. Oh, I can't get that turn. I used to be so consistent. Literally, I've not got a pace in like 20 minutes. It's not great. Am I still on 162? Have I only got 8 paces today? When was the last time I typed? Yeah, 162. I typed like 50 messages ago. That's abysmal. Oy. I love it how this is somehow inspiring Rad to do more glitchless when I'm playing this badly, but sure. So it's just vibes. I can't wait to do like documentaries on this category. It's been so much fun. Until this year where I've just been completely washed and done like the most dumb levels known to man. Oh, come on. It's always fun to brainstorm the potential times, to be honest. Gives us something to aim for. I want to see if I can get a momentum spin on 1-1 to skip that last pipe. That's been like a pipe dream of mine since 2020. Anyone's able to like figure out how to do that. That would be so difficult. That's how I think 36 would probably be possible. That's really well done. Really good improvement, mate. Well done. You're almost that's almost a rated time. I think you should go for it, bro. You can get your first rated time, apart from like 2-3. Like you're only 6 seconds off record as I get a pace. Finally! Not even a good run, but at least it's pace. How is that not it? Oh, come on. That's taking the mick. I literally must have been a frame off getting the boost. Taking the mick. Yeah, I never like it when a tie gets multi-tied. That's why I'm happy that you got the 7-3, the 73 today. I like it when it's only got 1 or 2 ties. So if we just tie each other on everything, then like there's no identity. Like no one's got a times page. It's just like a global times page. Oh my god, get the moon jump. Oh, what a surprise, I get the boost now when I don't need it. It was such a good boost as well. What was that? Crazy. Jordan's cooking 1-Castle 72. Go on. Let him cook. He's cooking. He's cooking a times page. Sub 2 times page coming up. Actually, it'd be interesting to see what Jordan's projected summer times is now. Ooh, steak. Nice, Jordan. Enjoy. Enjoy. Anyway, thanks for dropping by the stream, by the way. It's been great seeing you. Actually, like 2020 vibes right now. It's great to see, even 5 years later. Yeah, your projected summer times is now 15 minutes quicker than it was this time last week, Jordan. So great progress. Already down to 2 hours 31 minutes. Give it a week, you'll be ahead of Galumba's projected summer times at this rate. Because bro's too busy sitting on 3-Castle 312. Wait, did Galumba finally get 10-136, by the way? Because that was like what was really dragging down his time page for a while. Yeah, he did. Oh, no, not 10-1, I mean 10-3. He got 40. That's good enough. That's good enough. I still don't know how you managed to get 40, though. I'm pretty sure the first time I made the skip, I had the most garbage ending ever, and I got a 38. I didn't actually think 40 was possible when you made the skip, but apparently it is. Unless you, like, made the cycle, but lost the flashlight, which doesn't make much sense, because I would have thought that probably maxes out at 41 or something, or 42. Oh, get the boost! So slow. Okay, moon jump to save the run. Run's dead. Yeah, but how do you do 6 seconds at the boost? Like, you literally just need to stand... Like, even if you knock them out, like, in 2, like, different sections, it should be, like, 38, surely. It's like 10 seconds of gameplay in the end, and you're losing 6 seconds. I mean, to be honest, like, once you got 40, there's really no point getting lower. Like, 37's free, but, like, there's no difference between 40 and 36. It's, in the grand scheme of things, it's like 4 seconds on your times page. It's much more useful to, like, get times, like, 8-Castle. Because that's the only thing dragging down my times page at the moment. But I'm just too scared to attack it. Great game. Okay, this is good pace. Oh, get in the pipe. Oh, my days. That's so stupid. That should have been it. Or at least the pace. That could have technically almost 86 and I had a slide. Interesting. Maybe slide can get 86, but I still think it's faster though. Because I can almost get 87 with like a triple boost. Oh my gosh, get in the pipe. Yeah, not even a moon jump can save this. Got the boost though. Yeah, I literally just need, like, why can't I get those on my paces? Why is it only on the 85s I get endings like that? Come on, get me the 34. It'll be so hype. I must be close to 50 hours an hour. Spent over a month on this. It probably could even be my longest grind at this point. I almost don't want to look. It could actually have overtaken 11-6. It's hard to tell. It probably wasn't. Like, just as a 9 pipe. But, like, no, that ending was really, like, the middle section was really clean, that was why. Like, that would have been the 10 pipe if I had, like, a proper 86. What's crazy is I probably could have, like, if I was just farming 35 dupes, I probably could have had over 400 by now, I reckon. Maybe 500. So I could literally just take the safe route. Alright, come on, let's go. I mean, it's technically pace. Until that happens. I wonder if 10-421's possible. I think it is. Maybe even 20. If you come up with a weird bomb strat. What's crazy is that 10-4 I think is my oldest time now. Out of like the regular levels, which is still record. I think it's my oldest time. Mid 2023. It used to be 2-3, but now it's 10-4. It's quite crazy to think about. It took an hour. That's quite long for him. I don't think it's that good. I think it's. Do I even have it rated as 90? It might be a 90 rated time. I don't think it is actually. I think it's like 88 or something. I think it's only an 88 or 89 rated time. Right, I'll be back in like 10 seconds. Just gotta get a bit more comfortable. Alrighty, I'm back. I love how brain never came back after my AFK stint. So funny. Oh my god, it's so slow. Still would have been an 85 pipe. At this rate, like, Luigi Master just may as well get the 115 and just use the edit I made for Toadmaster. We need Mario Master and Toadmaster in this category ASAP. All the Masters together. Peach Master as well, Brandy the Master. Micah Master, bring him back. The GOAT. And bring back the real king as well, King Boom. Instead of the fake King Galumba. Go on, fraud. Nah, joking. I would love to see King Boo one day do this category though, that'd be sick. He used to dip into my streams in the past, back when I was relevant. And he used to like keep up with my progress on champs. I used to like always send him like when I got like the 148. And he always said he wanted to get a sub 200s damageless on Champions Road. With like Itemless Toad. Which would have been pod back in the day. I don't think he could cake it, but yeah, he'll get it quite quickly. Well, it'll be so crazy if we can get 9-3 and this in the same night. And get up to 8 Luigi Master Bots. Okay, pace. Yeah, a bit of a dumb ending. Can be saved by Moon Jump. No. That's still like 35. I missed every single boost, and I didn't even get a 486, and it's still technically 35 pace. That's crazy. Oh, turnaround. Lol. I think you definitely got Micah Master based on Luigi Master though. At least King Boo recognizes you though. Goat recognizes Goat. What what records? If King Boo hypothetically played this category, what unties do you reckon you would get? Like, does he? I mean, of course, he doesn't have any unties at the moment on Wii U because LM had the sweep. But like, I'm trying to think like his best levels. I reckon he unties 7-6. I reckon he gets 147. I reckon he does. I reckon he gets all the water levels. He either ties or beats because he was the GOAT of Captain Toe Trek and Shaka. He had like a complete world record sweep on that. So immediately that ticks off the water levels. I don't think he unties them, but I think he definitely gets record. I think he unties 7-6 though. Then I think he probably 142. Now 142 is a stretch. Me and him could both get 143. 142 is a stretch. That's a stretch. But I know it's one of his stronger levels, so I wouldn't put him past him getting a 143. What else could King Boo get? I reckon he gets. I'm trying to think. He never really was good at edge crouches. But like I guess it was just like it wasn't meta back then. I reckon he comes out of nowhere and he does something really technical. I'm talking like a 10-2. Like he's really good, like the precise stuff on like Mario Maker. Yeah, I think that he definitely gets 3-760. Yeah, for sure. That's a good one. I reckon he either gets 56 or ties the 55 on 10-2. I reckon he gets 7-564. Like, I remember he was goated at that level. Could he be the one to get 6-343? Who knows? He was good at that level as well. And he used to do that, like, himself. That's the crazy thing. Like, Element and Mario Master. He was never a 1-3 specialist, though. I reckon SSRY, if he was to come back. Ooh, now we're talking. Now we're talking like old school. Old school. But SSRY 2-4, 2-5, 1-3, serve him up. 5-6. Bro, SSRY apparently had 4-4, 53. 10 years ago. Like, what? We're Toad. Well, I don't know if it was 53, but apparently he had like 55 or 58. Like, bro was old school. He like, Forbidden Skip was 10 years old. Just imagine. Old school. Bring them back. Bring back Shoyu as well. Shoyu would, like, give you, like, he would take your crown for being, like, the Snow King. Bro will get 3-129 and 6-549. Maybe even get the unties on both. Bring in Shoyu. That's what I'm saying. Who else do we need to bring in? Ooh. SSRY. Gets... SSRY would be the guy to tie my 10-134. I'm calling it. He would be able to do it. Bring back Shinji though. Shinji would be the GOAT of this category. Shinji would literally be better than LM at this category. This is literally Shinji's category. Like, it's created for Shinji. Now Adrillic would get cooked. I think I beat Adrillic. I think I almost beat his champion draw time. Nah, Adrillic would be really good. He was strong at Mario % back in the day. So I think he would learn the meta well. But no, Shinji would be like, oh my god, no, forget King Boo. Shinji, what would Shinji be untying? Bro, 7-448, I'm calling it. Shinji would be the one to get 7-147. Like, Intensive would be cooked, I'm telling you. Shinji, oh my days. No record would be safe from Shinji. I'm telling you, he gets 1-243. Like, he gets his iconic record back. Bro, I'm telling you, when I joined the community, 1-243 was like the goated record. Like, he had 1-127 and 1-243, which are like the two most insane records in the game. Back when I joined in 2019. I'm telling you, he gets that 1-243. Anything which you spam edge crouches on. 7-442! Bro, where's this come from? Bro, he gets a nice 7-second untied. Go on. Beats the top 4 by 7 seconds. That's wild. That's wild. Go, I'm all for it. What would he do? You think he gets the skip? You think he gets so much speed that he skips to the end? That could happen. I would put it past Shinji. Shinji getting, oh my days, enough speed to skip to the end. 7-442. Oh, we need to clip that. That's happening. That's a 2026 time. I'm calling it. Bro, that's me saying 7-448 is possible. And drop a 7-442. That's crazy. Shinji is the Ant King. He would get 4-148. I'm calling it. That's a Shinji time. Written all over it. I'll tell you what another King Buu time is. Because he's all about precision. I reckon he ties 4-351. I reckon he ties it. I don't know if he can beat it. I reckon he pushes it low. I reckon he figures out 11-8. I reckon he gets 11-851. I think he finds a way to skip to 51. I haven't been able to solve that puzzle yet. It's one of the only levels I haven't figured out. I reckon he cracks the puzzle. 47. Go on. Yes. Yes. Shinji might go gets 47. 100%. Bro, bring in Shinji. I need to ask him one more time. Bro, I need to show him how far you've come. Nah, it's bro, red strat isn't working. I'm telling you, please. I don't want to see that time. I don't want to be 8 seconds off record again. That'll be so dumb. Just imagine. Oh my god, that would be so stupid that time. I reckon he gets 7-738 though. I reckon he 2-second unties it and you have 38 number 1, 40 is number 2, and 41 is number 3. That's the top 3 I'm going to be hyped to see. The only level where I think that's going to happen on at the moment is when either you or Rad gets 4-541, and then you got a position where it's 38, then 40, then 41. That's a wild looking top 3. I reckon he gets 7-738. He'll go for the 35. Go. Bro's becoming Tone Master in the comments. Huge. Who needs Shinji when you got Galumba, bro? I'm telling you, to get 39, you just have to add an edge crouch. You know that after CP, when you like make that big jump? Just edge crouch that. That's how you get 39, I feel. I think that's all you need to get 39. Is just edge crouch that section after CP. And maybe even edge crouch like the long clear pipe. I don't think you do that at the moment. I mean, it's easier said than done, but like, those are the 2 places where like, I think 38 becomes possible. Oh, come on. What else does my guy Shinji get? King Buu gets 11. He gets boss blitz 256. I'm calling it. He will get boss blitz 256 if he played this category. 100%. 100%. Oh, and for sure he would beat. He'll get 8-castle 250. 3-second untied. I'm calling it. He would fraud check that time out of the top 10. And he'll be able to match the 6-7 and the 11-2. Shunji, that's a Shunji time, that is. 8-147. That's got Shunji's name written all over it. He had a 3-second untied on those levels for the longest time. Oh, that's a Shinji time. That's a Shinji time. King Boo gets 8-440. I'm calling it. No, 8-439 ties his catsuit PB. I'm calling it. You heard it here, folks. Nah, that's got my name on it. No one's getting that time. Apart from me. That is LM proof. That's all I'm going to say. Or is this 164? So I've officially tied your amount of paces. I don't know how that was a pace, by the way. That was so slow. I reckon 5-36. Phone him up. That's Shinji all over. Get Shinji on that. Go on. Where's Shinji when you need him? Nah, 5-256. Oh, that's a big time. Did Shinji have record? Oh, he did, didn't he? That was one of the last bastions. 4-537. Phone him up. That's got Shinji's name all over it. All over it. That's crazy. Oh, almost pace. Oh, come on. Bro, just imagine the pandemonium. Shinji untied 7-447. King Boo untied 7-563. King Boo untied 7-6146. And then Shinji untied 7-738. Bro, they'll be having a war on World 7. One 498. That is a King Boo time. He's getting it. He is the GOAT of Plessy. He gets an 87 on 8-2 as well. He unties both Plessy levels. I'm calling it. I think that's like the most certain of all the untieds. Yeah, that's the Shinji time. That's what I'm saying. Just like the same as iconic catsuit time. 1-243. I think King Boo's 42 though on 1-2 used top route, which is crazy. Maybe top route is meta. Maybe that's how 43 happens. Just like 10-1, we need to go top route. That'd be crazy. Bro, how is this pace for 35? This is so bad. Oh, I finally got the boost ending! Oh my days. Only took me like a week. That ending was smoke. That's like almost a 3 ending that's crazy. That was the smoothest boost you're gonna see in your life. That ending was nuts. Wow. Like literally any 10 pipe would have got a 34 off that. Any 10 pipe. That ending was smooth. Wow. Let's go. I'm hyped now. I'm getting the 34. 34's got my name on it. I'm telling you that me and King Boo go to war on 10-5. 10-5, 58. I'm calling it. I don't know which one of us would get it, but it'll be a war. You know what's funny? You know what I'm gonna share? You're the only guy in chat at the moment. I'm going to share a spreadsheet with you, which, I mean, I've updated it since, so it's not completely like back where it was there, but where is it? It is, oh yeah, it's definitely this one. I got carried away back when I had no competition, and I made the most ridiculous spreadsheet ever. And right now, it's been private. I never admitted this to anyone in the community because I was like so desperate for competition back in the day that I created this. I'm gonna give you a can view link. Never before seen spreadsheet. Let's have a look. Let's go to this stream. This spreadsheet is nuts because I literally created like fake times to go up against. Like this was like, I remember back in the day when this initially started out, this spreadsheet, I was predicting like, you know, when I was summing up everyone's times, I think I summed them all up to like 156s, 157s. Back when like my summer best was like 2. This is like back in 2020 or 2021. Now this spreadsheet is nuts. Like, it's basically, if you look at the IL leaderboard tab, I got carried away. And I updated this a few months ago, but like it maybe not be completely accurate, but it's basically me like trying to create competition for myself and like imagining what like the category could have become if it was really competitive. Let's just sort this. Why do I have Brandy as number 3? Nah, that's wrong. I must have buffed him recently. I even created a fake alter ego called Thunder instead of Storm. Bro, I lost it in 2021 because I was like so looking for competition. And I just created fake times pages. And I was like predicting like what untieds people would get if they were actually theoretically, like if everyone theoretically grinded the category as much as I did, what times I thought they would get. And of course I was wrong about Luigi Master because he ended up getting everything like way better. But yeah, 3-X, I think he's even got a 95, hasn't he? So let's just update that a little. I mean, there's a few records which I haven't updated, but it's quite funny. I'm pretty sure like I would never have predicted you to get like 7-7, 740 as well, so I can update some of these. But yeah.
Are you going to sports?
No, I decided not to today. I was too tired.
You got some nuts and an apple?
Yeah, sure, thanks. Oh, you can tell this is an old spreadsheet because like, yeah, it hasn't even got the 8-1 48s on here. That's crazy. Let's just update a few of them. At one point, I'm going to have to go back over the spreadsheet. Oh my days. I had way too much fun making that back in the day. So all these times of brainstorming, I technically put on there. I think back when record was like 40, I used to put like Shinji 1-138. Stuff like that. Oh my days, those are the days. Yeah, I need to update that again. I don't think I've updated it in a year, so quite a lot of times I've actually probably been beaten now, which is funny. And that's how, like, I wanted the H's got out of hand. You're right. Bro, this was like, before you Rad and Luigi Master turned up, this was like, what I came up with in my mind. I was like, I gotta get competition somehow. Oh my days. But yeah, I even created like a tab which like compares people's head-to-heads. Like if our leaderboard ever got like that big, I would like create the same sort of formulas and like the ranking systems. Because I was kind of trialing out how it would look if like glitch this became a proper category. That's kind of the other reason why I made it. I wanted to like see how I can make a Google Sheets leaderboard. This is so slow. How is this still a 35? Oh my days, I missed the boost. It would have been 35 though. Would have been 2023. As I said, I edited it about a year ago. Probably early 2024. Just for like the memes. Just to like keep it semi up to date. But yeah, I added you and Rad on there like middle of 2023. But you can tell when I created the spreadsheet because it's attached to my August 2021 leaderboard. So that's when I would have made it. To be honest, that was around the time you joined, I guess. So I guess it wasn't actually. Actually, I thought I made it earlier than that. I thought it was 2020 I made it, or early 2021. I might have ported it over in 2021 into like a big spreadsheet. But yeah, back then I had no competition, so I was like, why not? Literally created an alter ego Thunder. Bro, and I gave Thunder the most ridiculous unties, like 2-532 or something. I made him like a super specialist. The problem is though, it just got a bit ridiculous because I tried to make everyone within 5 seconds a record, which was just unbelievable. So it got to the point like where my current times weren't even in the top 50 of like a certain level. Because I think I've got like 60, 70 people on that list. It's quite funny. There's some people I've definitely deep there because they weren't as good when, like in 2021, so I probably gave them like bad times. I think Rad's definitely underrated on that spreadsheet. You're definitely underrated on that spreadsheet. I think I've got you 4th behind Brandy. But I think when I initially made it, it was like me, LM, King Boo, Shenji. The top 4. But yeah. There you go. Inner workings of a guy who was lonely on the category back in the day. Right, this is pace. Oh, and I lost it. The 6S2 still on like 38 or 39. Probably the 37s haven't even been, because I didn't update it. Like, initially it would have been like 40s as well, you gotta realise. So I would have made it back in 2021 when record was 44. So I probably would have had like 42 on there. I could probably look at like the first version history and like see what I put. Because I would have based it on like my 2020 times page. I might actually update that over the weekends if I've got a bit of time, just for the bants. And probably spread the times out a bit more, make it like a believable times page. What is this? That was so bad. Did I predict anyone would get 1- cost with 73? That's the question. Oh, this is a really good pace. Oh, don't bonk! That was literally mid. You have a 40 on 6-2, that's crazy. That's crazy. What else? I need to update this. It's actually funny. 1- castle. Bro, there's no way it's maxed out at 75. I had 75 as a 6-way tie. And Rad Gamer was on 76. Yeah, I have not updated this in forever. No way. There's no way I used to think 75 was maxed. And like this is like the updated version. When I initially published this, this probably was like 80s or something. Mind if I get 86 off that with that start, I'm gonna laugh. Okay, 85. Technically, Moonjump could pace this. Oh, again, what an end! Oh no, I bonked. But that, like, I'm getting the good endings. I'm getting the good endings when I get bad starts. Like, why? Ooh, almost. I really want a good boost on the 10 pipe. No way. I remember that was an iconic record back in the day. Was that a 3-second untied? One set? Because LM hadn't got to that level yet. Iconic. Vintage 2023. 3-132, 6-552, both in the top 20. Classic. I need to dig up the historic top 20s spreadsheet. Actually, have you got access to that one? I made it the other day. Ranking history. I'll share this one as well. I think, is it can edit or? Yeah, anyone can, with the link can view. Yeah, I'll make it a can view link. But I'll add it again. I'm just literally swearing spreadsheets at this point. History. From September 2021. Every level ranked. I mean, again, it's not completely in line because I didn't used to use the rating system until mid 2022. But I did still have parameter times ranked from 21. So it's fun to use like the new rating system on like the old times and see like, if anything, like using the new standards on the old times makes it more accurate because you get stuff like 4-353 being recognized as a top 5 when I never realized it as more than a top 7 back in the day. So it's quite good. Like what, 9-5, 41. Okay, that was already recognized as a top 6 by then. But yeah, 1-5 was recognized above 4-4 and 2-1. Interesting. And like 6-6 was like a top 2 when Luigi Monster got 46. Interesting. And it stayed as top 2 until 2023. Nice. Yeah. And then it got blasted a bit. Oh, that's a classic top. Oh my day. What a classic top 5. 9-5, top 1. 8-5, top 2. 3-3, top 3. 11-6, top 4. 1-1, top 5. I remember that. January 2023. Then Rad Gamer got 1-248 and we thought it was top 2. But it didn't even... It never got recognized as a top 2 because it got beaten like the next day. And I only saved the sheets every month. So in order to be recognized, it had to be a top 2 at the end of the month, and it wasn't. March 2023, 1-246. What a time to be alive. Yeah, it used to be. Nah. When I set 2-10-4 to e-rocket, it was, I think it was my top 6 at one point. When I initially said it. I think it retroactively became like my top 10 or something. really ridiculous. It's a hard time. You might struggle to get it yourself. You can mock it, but it was good back in the day. Like, this is back in the day where 6-650 was in my top 10, 8-3. I mean, that predates even the ranking history I showed you, because that was like, we're talking like July 2021 when I initially first came back to the category after like a year break doing Mario Percent. Bro, so slow. What a time to be alive. Peak of the category. Oh my gosh, what? That speed was insane. I had to like sandbag that. That was like a massive boost. Come on, give me moon jump. Save the run. Let me manifest it again. Thank you.
I'm stepping on rackets again. Stepping on clothes, that's all.
Alright.
Not very. Very stepping.
9-175 was iconic. Iconic. That was the first run which I reckon actually make edits for good. Because I edits were initially going to be a one-off thing for 3-3. That was the first time I was like, you know what? I'm going to make edits for every run. Because I had the 4-2 is my second edit. But again, that was like one of my top 10s, top times. I think it was my top 2 at the time. And then I decided, you know what? I'm going to make it for 9-1 as well because it was fun. And that was when I decided that I'm going to make edits for all my runs. Yeah, the Max Verstappen emote. What's crazy is that I think it's like in my bottom 5 now on my total list. It's like one of the worst times I've ever published, which is crazy because it was actually really good back in the day. I think at one point I had it as the worst of my runs, but I've actually buffed it since then. Oh, come on, so slow. Yeah, Supermax. 7-150. That's why it was so cool when an intensive tied the 50. Like when Jordan eventually gets to the point as well where he ties some of my old edits, that'll be like really quite cool. And bring some nostalgia back. Hmm. might call it a day soon. I might see. No, I'm still on 164. I'm literally hit a roadblock. I've literally only got. Oh my god, I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. Bloody hell. That's crazy. So I literally should have got like double the amount of paces I have. I've just been having too much fun. I must have literally got like a pace, well, only like one pace in the last hour then. Jordan's old Switch ILs. Damn, that's taking me back. I didn't even realise he had proper Switch ILs. Yeah, it's getting quite late. I'll probably do another 10 minutes and I think I'll call it a stream. I'm playing really bad at the moment. This must be approaching my longest grind ever now. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, get in the pipe. Yeah, I have not played well the last hour, but I've been vibing at least. It'd be crazy if I somehow managed to get it this stream of how I've been playing. I've got all the pieces for the run, but I just haven't been able to slot them together. Yeah, I'm just not getting that boost anymore. Yeah, I guess we've just been a bit distracted, just vibing on stream. You'll get the 9-36. You haven't missed much, Jordan. You literally just missed me spamming spreadsheets and not getting any paces, lol. I've just been vibing. Yeah, welcome back to the stream. Probably do another 10 minutes or so, especially as you join back. I'll extend it a tiny bit longer and then I'll probably just rest because I've done like a 3-hour stream or something ridiculous. I bunked badminton training because I've done like 15 days of in a row of sport, so I just want to do this for once. So I need to get this time, and I need to get it today, and I need to get the moon jump in order to save this run because it's dead. Almost. Okay, pace. Oh, stop bonking! It's so annoying. Yeah, it's my third sport. Table tennis, then badminton, then squash. I play all 4 racket sports to a county level, which is like, well, I would say state, but it's not state because states are a lot bigger. But I would say I play all 4 to a college level. That's the American way of saying it. Yeah, it's going well. I had my first like racket sports tournament last month. Managed to come third, which is like my first overdue podium because I keep choking, a bit like a choke grinds. On this game, I choke matches, so I'm trying to chase being top 10 in the country. I don't really care about my world ranking because like the sport I do is still quite niche because it's like a mix of all 4 sports. Table tennis, I was initially chasing top 100 in my country, but I've kind of given up on that now because I'm just like an all-rounder. I do a lot more badminton and squash nowadays because they're my weaker 2. My tennis is pretty solid. I mean, that's a 35 and that was garbage. Like, what the hell? Yeah. I've already got the weirdest, like, work-life sport balance. Because, of course, I do this sport so that when I have conversations with people who are, like, my IRLs, I don't talk about the gaming. Like, only, like, a very few select people I tell about my secret speedrun addiction on the side. And I guess, like, until this stream, I've sort of kept the other side of them. Well, I mean, I sometimes tell you guys in the Discord server about my sports and stuff, but yeah. I'm aiming to be a well, probably not national champion, but I mean, so I technically did win the under-21 national championship in this racket sports thing a couple of years ago, but it helps when the top few players didn't play in it that year, so because I was always like number 4 or 5 for my age group. But yeah, I play each of the sports to about a college level. Table tennis is probably a state level, so you can sort of do the maths. It means I'm alright when you sum all 4 of those sports together. A win is a win, even if there's like 4 players in it, but we're not going to talk about that. True. But no, I'm trying to gear up for the national championships this year, and I've got my world championships in July, August time. So there will become a time again where I will probably not do as much of this because I will need to do sport every day. That's why I probably shouldn't have bunked badminton today, but I mean, I've literally done like 15 days straight of sport. I just can't be asked. I'm allowed to take the odd day off. I've had like 4 days in a row of squash, so it takes it out of you. Okay, pace. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, that's a good question. I'll just answer it after I choke this run. Oh, that should have been it. And you know it, game. You know you did me hard there. I set that up perfectly. No, that's BS. I've officially surpassed King Galumba's pace count. You're the first person, Jordan, to get it absolutely right, without me having to explain it. Like, yeah, you play each sport to 21 points against the person, and then over the 4 sports, whoever scores the most points wins. So it's called Racketlon. It's mostly European at the moment, but there's a few Americans who play it. And so they're mostly too busy playing pickleball, which is a fake sport, by the way. Like, as somebody who plays tennis, like, I murder everyone at pickleball. Like, yeah. Again, if you play pickleball or your granny plays pickleball, I'm sorry, don't hate me, but like, I mean, don't get me wrong, the best players, like, are good, but right now it's just an American-only sport, and Americans tend to think that they're world champions in American-only sports when no one else plays them, so make it that what you will. Like, port over some of the top tennis players into pickleball, and maybe some of the American champions still remain champions, but I would hazard a guess that the standard of tennis is a lot higher than the standard of pickleball. So, and it just makes sense because there's more people in it. I'll be the first to admit that the standard of racquetball, what I do, isn't as high as the standard as tennis, and I mean that's quite an obvious statement. Like, but you know, it's good fun still. Keeps me active, and it's more interesting than just doing table tennis for sure. It's very fun. I'm not gonna lie, but like, you get people who are like very, oh, you have to play it like this, you got to play it tactically, and it's like, I just stand there and whack the ball. Like, I'm not like doing drop shots and stuff. Like, just play it like tennis, and you can outplay most pickleball players, apart from maybe the pros. Like, but yeah, it's funny because pickleball's technically my second strongest sport, because it's basically a combination of tennis and table tennis, which are my strongest 2 sports. So it's kind of already my second strongest sport, and I played it 3 times in my life. But like, I normally beat coaches. You know, when I turn up to places like for pickleball, it's like a blowout normally. So I'm actually tempted. If racquetball doesn't work out, I may see if I can make some money on the side as pickleball. Go over to America, make myself a good 50 quid winning like an amateur tournament. I mean, I'm not going to be one of those delusional people who say they can beat the pros. I know I'll get murked, but like, it's surely easier to get to that level than if I was to try to do it in another sport. Yeah, it's really fun. It's really fun. I've met some great people doing it. I've done it for about 3 years now. But yeah, that's kind of what I do. I'm more than just a table tennis player now. But yeah, I'm currently about 12th in the country. I'm trying to chase top 7, maybe even top 5, but that's a bit of a stretch. I made the quarterfinals of the national championships last year, which was good. See if I can do it again this year. And then, yeah, once it comes to the world championships, they sort of put you in different divisions, so I normally play in the 2nd tier. But I had a chance to almost win it last year. And like, you know, 1st tier is only for like world top 32, but like, again, I don't do enough world tournaments to get a world ranking, because it's kind of pay to win. So I'm just really cared about my like local ranking, because it's based on like ELO system, which makes a lot more sense than just like ranking points. I'm not gonna like, pickleball's a lot more fun to play than watch. When you watch it, like especially doubles, it looks like a snooze fest. Like, it actually looks like the most boring thing ever. It's a lot more fun to play, but yeah. Yeah, they haven't updated it since January. It's so annoying. Bro, like, I'm telling you, last year, I was 17th, like, the whole year, pretty much. I had a window where I know I got to 12th. And then, also, they do me hard on my table tennis rating. My table tennis rating is a lot better than it should, like, than it says on there. I'm probably the 2nd best table tennis player in the community. But yeah, I was ranked 17th the whole of last year, And then I had a tournament which would have taken me up to 12, and because it's such a niche community, you have to rely on somebody to update the rankings for you, and they didn't. And then I had a stinker of a tournament when I was number 1 seed and I expected to win it. I had a stinker of a tournament. I fell back down to 17th. It was so annoying. So I never got credited for moving up to 12. And then this year, I had a tournament which has definitely moved me up to 12 or 13th. Because I beat Anan, who's number 10, and I beat Alex Donoya, who's number 11. And so I would move up to, like, you know, a bunch of places. And then they haven't updated the ranking yet. So I hope they don't do me like that again, because I want to actually see my name in the top 10. Squash is, how do I explain it? Like, if you search it on YouTube, it's crazy. It's like tennis, but you hit it against the wall. But it's like the most physical sport you can get. Like, it's way harder than tennis. Bro, why am I getting... Why is everyone doxing my first name? Come on. Bro, why'd you all know my name? That's crazy. Fair play though, yeah. No, they're literally the 2 best in the world. I played one of them before. And oh my days. His 4th sport is table tennis, and he was giving me a hard time in table tennis. Then he smacked me at badminton. Bro. Really, they had squash on a cartoon? That's quite funny. I assume that's what you mean by Bluey. I've never seen it before, but I think it's a cartoon. Oh my days. That's crazy. Yeah, those 2 brothers are, like, sick. Actually so impressive. Especially the younger one. I played him once, and wow. Like, he outplays me comfortably the last 3 sports. I've never played him at tennis though, because I never even get there. Like, the one time I played him, like, he'd already won before tennis. But apart from, like, those 2, I think I can beat most people. Like, anyone up to about 4th place, I think I can beat. I've beaten quite a few in the top 10 already. But yeah, as you can see, there's not too many people on that ranking, so it's still quite niche. But, like, I know for a fact I can probably... Yeah. It's basically... Like, wherever I do, there's always, like, 2 brothers better than me. It's so sad. I'm always number 2. It was the same at table tennis as well. It wasn't necessarily 2 brothers, but it was always, like, some, like, little kid who's, like... who could, like, smack me at table tennis. Yeah, squash is basically tennis against the wall. The pros make it look really easy, but I can assure you it is the sport which will give you a heart attack if you're not fit enough. It's so demanding. Like, I'm a better tennis player than I'm a squash player, but I will be the first to say that a 1-hour squash match is about 3 times harder than a 5-set tennis match. In terms of, like, the pure, like, fitness, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, the very pro tennis players probably can rival squash players, but it, like, is a different kind of fitness. If you think it looks insane, then that's actually like, look, most people look at squash and they're like, oh, that looks easy, I can do that. If you think it looks insane, then I think you can grasp like what it is. But I can tell you, it is about 10 times more brutal than it looks. Because you're always having to move direction. You know, you're always having to, you know, run, like, sprint around the court, avoid the other player. It's a really weird sport. But it's one of the main 4 racket sports. Because, yeah, pickleball's not one of the main 4 racket sports. That's why it's not in Racquetland. The Americans can cry about it. I'm not going to lie, though. If pickleball was the 4th sport instead of squash, I would be top 5. 100%. Well, I actually almost wish that pickleball was there instead of squash. I'd literally be him. Because then my fourth sport to be table tennis, pickleball, tennis, badminton. I would literally be killing it. Like the scene would not be ready for me. Let's see if I can remember how to get a 486 pipe. So if you can hear me eating in the background, I just got some snacks because I kind of need to. I need something to keep me awake on this boring ass grind now. It's taking way too long. Oh, I'm getting so lost. Yeah, I think 5 minutes and I have to call it a day. I'm literally playing like so bad. One pace in like the last hour. That's what happens when you have a full day of work. You play like this. I mean, technically that's kind of 2 boosts. I don't think it's pace. No, it's definitely not. Yeah, the last 4 grinds, Jordan, I've been way overdue. I should have got it by now, 100%. It's like, it's not that bad. But it's been like that the last few. Like, it is a top 8 though. It is going to be my best run. But I think it's been over 50 hours now. I wouldn't be surprised. Especially after today. And like, yeah. I mean, I appreciate that you can see the skill in squash. I mean, it's definitely the one I need to improve at. There's some really strong squash players in England. But no, I should have got this by now. But it's not too overdue. I do think like a 30 to 50 hour grind is fair for this time. For me, anyway. I think Galumba could probably get it in 20 to 30 hours. But this is beginning to become a bit like 11-6, where like it's just going to take me like 60, 70 hours for no reason. Other than that, I'm just not getting the pipes enough. So even today, like, if I take my 2 best runs, splice them together, it's a 34. Yeah, true, Jordan. It does. That's why I'm envious that you get to start the category for like a fresh times page. Because like once it gets too hard, it's not fun. Like this grind's fun because I'm talking to you guys, but if I wasn't streaming it, I'd probably just need like music to get me through it. The last 4 grinds have been pretty rough. Like I've had to start like actually I had to literally start doing Gen Alpha brain rot and actually start watching like series and shows in like the bottom left of my screen, or YouTube videos, or like YouTube music or something to let me focus. Like, and otherwise I can't actually do the grinds anymore. Especially on levels like this, which like don't necessarily require a lot of skill. I mean, they do, but like most of it comes from like getting perfect boosts. Like, the simple equation is I get all 5 boosts, I get 34. Like that's literally it. I mean, of course, there's more to the level than just the 5 boosts, but like it's most of the level. Like, this is slow. It's a shock. I need the moon jump. Nice, my controller disconnected. Yeah, you missed one earlier. I actually got it earlier. And Rad Gamer said he was the first. He was literally 1 minute after you left. It was so funny. And Rad Gamer was like, I don't think I've ever seen that before. After this stream, I'll send you a Splice 34 and you'll see what the moon jump looks like. Actually, I'll send it you now. Actually, I'll send it here now. Like, you know what? I'll just spoil the edit. I'll just spoil the edit. I need to change it up a bit, but... or do you want me to not post it here? You can give me feedback for the edit as well. Here you go, totally legit 34. Like, this is what I think, like, it's like a mid-high 34 would look like. I mean, the splice isn't the best, but, you know, it paints an idea. I've been sitting on that edit for like 2 weeks now. So I don't even care that I'm revealing it. Right, let's go. This is pace. Come on, please give me a good run. Oh my days, how was that not it? Right, moon jump it. Oh, no. Got the boost though. Are you? Probably. I think so, yeah. I might just show my girlfriend, but like, I don't know. She wouldn't remember it anyway. Until I post the actual run. No, I think it's just you actually. So like, I had 2 10 pipes on the same day back on Thursday, but I haven't had any since. I'm only on 3 total. I definitely still feel like I'm on the home stretch of the grind though. Just need one thing to go my way. Georgian's trying to identify where the obvious splice is in the run. How? Yeah, it's funny how it's like the same artist who on the music I used for 2-332. And it's also kind of the same song as My Champion's Road, Lacrimosa by Mozart. And of course I changed the font as well. Oh my days. Give me the run. I might actually just take an hour break and then come back for like one last hour. All refreshed, all motivated. Because right now I'm just kind of just adding time for the grind for no reason. It's not like I'm playing well enough to get it. Right, look at that. I didn't even know that was the name of the singer. I just know the band's called Effervescence. So, nice little fact. But good to know Jordan approves of my new top 1 edit. Once I get it. Right, I'm gonna get one more pace and then I'm gonna call it for an hour or so anyway. And I'll come back to it. I'm not doing any sport tomorrow as well, to be honest, so I'll have a chance if I actually start playing better. I'm gonna see if I can knock this out the park in the next day or two. There we go. Right, see you again, but. Almost. I mean, that's still a 35, but that ending is funny. I mean, I can technically show you what the edit is, but just not the run. But that would spoil it. It is. And that was pace, wasn't it? I said I'll do one more pace, but I said it during that run, so let's just do one more after that, lol. No, I still think it's the best edit I made. The last 3 have gone close. I don't think this edit's as good as the last 3 I made, but it's nearly up now. But no, I still think it's the best. Wow. Hmm. Oh my days, get in the pipe. Okay, moon jump for Jordan. I mean, how is this a 35? Hello? Please don't give me that on the 34. It's so consistent when I'm not getting a 386 pipe, and then as soon as I get 386 pipe, I don't get it.
Oh, that's annoying.
I think I can get it soon though. I think I've solved the upstairs section. I know what to do there now. And I'll just get in the pipe. Literally, I just need paces at this point. I know how to do the ending. Slow. Not even in the pipe. Come on. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have hyped up the 3-3 edit as much as I have. Because it wasn't spoil the surprise, but like, I guess it's less likely to blow you away, but yeah. Catch you later, Jordan. It's been amazing having you in the stream, bro. And congrats on all the times you got today. It's been really good fun. It's definitely kept me motivated to stay in this game, so it's been great to have you in the streams. Almost 5 years now. Alright, see you, bro. Have a good one. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there. I'll come back in a bit. 4-hour stream, that's crazy. Right, I need to actually start playing better. Alright, catch you guys.